stream, you had me tight.
All right, I'm listening.
Yeah, Coach, on the last stream, you had me tight, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, because you
Couldn't imagine why.
you made it seem like Foodie Tora never showed one drop of observation hockey in the show. And you know it's crazy because you were like, he hasn't shown anything. I was like, whoa,
when?
Anything? Bro, I got you on camera.
He said I got you on camera.
Don't try to cap out now.
You said the last stream. I'm assuming, what we talking about Wednesday?
It's the stream that we got the video for, right? When you called.
Oh, the last thing that was posted.
You said Shanks is top.
Okay. Okay.
I brought up names like Fuji, and you were like,
"No, don't do that. Don't do that." I was like, "What?"
You said he hasn't done nothing to show me. I'm like, "Yo, he's blind, bro. What do you mean? He uses his observation." What are we talking about? Like, come on, bro.
You see, that's what. See,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been dragging you through. You know, I've been in Discord servers.
That's crazy.
He got me going through, like, after they got in snorted a line or something.
See it, and I just
said that I just couldn't handle the realism of it, you know.
And that's right there. That's where you got the game fucked up, because you're not giving credence to my full tape. You making it sound like you making it sound like I just threw Fuji Tora away like he was old trash or something. That's not what I said.
I'm gonna be fair. That's what you usually do when, like, whenever I'm arguing with somebody, you usually give these crazy takes to the people I argue for. If I say something about Smoker, you be like, you be like, Punk Hazard, bro. I be like,
I'm bringing up facts. See, and you take them as disrespect. They be facts.
That's okay, but moving towards the narrative plot line of the show, take away the plot line, just the narrative of the show. You really think Smoker, like, that's it for him?
I never said that was it for him.
I'm asking a question. That's all I'm doing.
I think I agree. See, and that's the thing, but I agreed with you, and I gave you credit on the foreshadowing of Smoker becoming a future admiral in the future. I agree with all of that.
I'm tripping on that. I'm not even tripping. Okay. All right, watch. Jimbei, what happened with that?
We had a simple disagreement on just power scaling.
All simple disagreements.
But no, because that's not no. The Jimbei thing, I find the Jimbei thing as a simple disagreement. You took the Jimbei thing as immense disrespect that was never given.
Immense disrespect, because you made it seem like he just fodder food.
I never once have I ever. Never once have I ever. Fodder is crazy. What was the Jimbei disagreement? Okay, Ree. So just to get you in the mix of the conversation.
So I don't know who's saying what.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you know. Regis asked what the Jimbei disagreement was. For context.
Oh, the disagreement was me calling Jimbei a Yonko in the water. I said out of the water, you could say Jimbei scales to whatever commander you want. In the water, Jimbei scales to Yonko Admiral. Like, that's literally what it is. He doesn't have to beat any of the current Yonko or any of the current Admiral. With the feats of the water at his beck and call, Jimbei can. If Marco could tussle with Big Mom and Big Mom admit without certain souls, I cannot take care of you the way I want to right now, then why is it crazy to think that Jimbei with the water can sit and party with a Yonko? Or an Admiral. And remember, he's already partying with an Admiral with a half-dead protagonist in his arms.
Wait, are we talking about Marineford right now?
Yeah, Marineford.
You say he was doing what with an Admiral? He was partying with him?
He was already tangling with an Admiral in Marineford, yes, for sure.
And we talked
with a half-dead protagonist in his arms. That is what I said.
And we're talking about Aki Inu right now.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
He was tangling with him? He was running from him. And I'm not even saying he shouldn't have been running. I'm not even saying that.
I'm not going to take away from that context. Yeah, he was. But he also, even Sakazuki was telling him to back down, fall back. He was like, no, I'm not doing that. Even if you are stronger than me, I'm not doing it. And to be fair, right?
I
Watch this
respect it.
Ace novel. We see Jinbei. We see Ace able to burn through Jinbei's armament. And people like to talk about how Jinbei hasn't grown or he hasn't shown any feats of getting stronger. He went from getting his armament burned through from the fire user to being able to sustain it against a Magnum user, bro. Put up more resistance than he did with the fire user.
All right, two
Just
things.
saying.
Two things.
You can add on. Go ahead.
Two things. Well,
Go ahead.
all right, hold on. Ree says, yeah, that's fair, especially considering he was able to withstand a punch from Hunger Pangs Big Mom when they were escaping Whole Cake Island, and that was out of the water. In the water
And he didn't just withstand a punch; he gave one back. You know.
to Big Mom.
Yes. What do you mean? He clicked her off the ship.
It's been a minute. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Comfortably.
Yeah, all right.
Comfortably.
Big Jimmy then. All right, that's cool.
Big blue Jimmy. Right.
Ree
Blue Jimmy, bro.
says in the water he would have been able to be on the offensive. Ree, are you responding to? Are you on the offensive to Big Mom, or are you talking about Aki Inus? I'm assuming he's talking about Big Mom.
If he was in the water, he could have been a fan. He could have responded to Sakazuki on the up. Sakazuki could have probably still had something to handle that though, because he's magma. The advantages of magma in the water are still supposed to be some. So I don't know how Oda's gonna do that, but all the Admiral Devil Fruits are supposed to have them being capable of still being useful even in this great flood.
Okay, Flashpoint Mike asks, is Jinbei black? To that, I would respond a resounding yes. All fishmen are black people to me.
Technically Indian. If we go off of where Oda has put everybody, ethnicity-wise, Jinbei falls under the Indian part. But yeah, I say black on default off of what Coke said, because, Arlong, Tim's live action.
For sure.
Hip-hop.
Ree says if Jinbei was in the water, then he could have been more on the offensive against Big Mom, and also for sure against Aki Inu. Okay,
yeah,
I don't disagree.
We got the example of him being on the up and in with Big Mom because, like I said, Luffy, while you go to Wano, I'm going to hold the rear with a few fishmen and some Power Rangers. He did it. And this is a full Big Mom Grand Fleet, bro. The whole fleet got pulled in. They got called in. They're literally dealing with him right now. Not to mention, this isn't Hunger Pang Big Mom. This is Big Mom like Luffy. She just ate.
Right.
She literally just ate. She had the wedding cake. She got the Sanji boo. She good. She's really good. And Jinbei said, go, Captain, you do what you do. I get you. You're my captain now. That's facts. Just let me,
Right.
Let me do my thing, and I'm right. That's the crazy part because we still be arguing until we beat one of the board. This
is my thing.
It's like saying, bro. It's like watch this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like saying crocodile, right? In fact, I ain't even gonna move down that line. I ain't even gonna do it.
I'd love to. Is Crocodile Yonko level in the sand?
If he has the hockey feet for it, for sure, yes.
Right.
And to be fair with you, forget the sand stuff. Who is supposed to be the Yonko right now at Cross Guild? If Buggy's men don't do what they do off the love for Buggy, who gets called the Yonko of Cross Guild?
You're saying Buggy got the title because Buggy got title of Yonko because of Buggy's men?
Yes. When they send out the flyer, they put Buggy at the top and they orchestrated Crocodile and Mihawk as the side.
Right.
Who literally is the ones who, like, okay, if you don't have the men doing that,
mm-hmm. and
the poster goes out how it's supposed to go out,
mm-hmm.
then who becomes the actual Yonko?
I see. I feel like it's a toss-up. I feel like we could say Crocodile or Mihawk.
They would give it to It's by right. They would give it to Crocodile.
Oh, because of his background. Okay.
And to be
sure.
fair, like I said, it's him. He's the one doing the setup. So however the poster was probably him at the top. You know what I mean? But that's just my canon on it, though.
This my 2 points for this Jinbei fiasco. I never once in my life have ever disrespected Jinbei. I think Jinbei is a very strong and admirable person. I think morally he's one of the dopest characters in the show, and I'm splendidly joyful to have him as a member of the Straw Hats to protect Luffy. Right now, one,
You sound crazy.
I'm being honest. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. One, we said you said Jinbei punched Big Mom off the ship comfortably. That was your statement, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. Ree then says that if Jinbei was in the water, he could have been more on the offensive against an admiral. Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
We literally get to see that leaving Whole Cake Island. Jinbei is in the water with all of his fishmen,
Yeah, for
with
sure.
with all of his friends, going up against Big Mom and going up against the fodder.
Okay,
To
yeah, for
me,
sure.
if that's the case, this can be a simple 1v1 between Big Mom, Jimmy, and the fodder. You face the fodder, right? Now, I don't know who won the fight, but I know Big Mom got to Wano a week before Jimmy.
Yeah.
Now, so my biggest issue with this Jinbei is Yonko level in the water. Your statement is he can be Yonko level in the water, but it doesn't mean he has to beat any other Yonko level people to have that title. I feel like that's flimsy. We playing with it. It's like, is he if he's Yonko level, he should be able to beat another Yonko for one. Two, if he did fight Big Mom in that water, I don't even know for sure he did that alone. I think they could have jumped.
Outright, like if any of Yonko could outright beat any of the other Yonko. Like
Yes.
Because anything that we was put on that would be headcanon to what we think it's fact. But
Right.
according to Oda put in the statements that if any Yonko takes on another Yonko with their Yonko forces, neither one of them would take a real W. And even if one does take a W, he'd be so down bad with that W that if a third party strolls on in, he would be able to take whatever is left.
Right. But that's what the statement of
That's why I'm like,
the armies and stuff. I'm talking 1v1 right now. I'm not talking territories. I'm not talking battleships. I'm not talking platoons. I'm talking 1v1.
But 1v1, who do you got clearly putting down who?
1v1, I think that Kaido can beat Big Mom. We got a little bit of a tanglement in the beginning of one.
You have Kaido beating Big Mom.
Everything is high diff. Everything is high diff.
Okay.
I think Shanks could defeat Kaido and Big Mom. Do you agree with that?
You talking like at the same time?
Oh no. Just 1v1.
You want some Shanks Glaive tonight.
I don't even sound like me. I'm just talking 1v1s here. Yonkos against Yonkos. I feel there's an order of there's a hierarchy, I believe. And I feel like it's certain people we know can beat certain people. I think Shanks could beat Kaido, Big Mom.
I want Shanks to be able. My headcanon tells me Shanks could beat Kaido, but if I put up to what Kaido really brings to the table, no, he doesn't.
Right, but then when we think about how Kaido was speaking about Shanks during Wano, and he was saying it's only like 4 people that could even fuck with him, and then we think about how Kaido was on the way to Marineford and Shanks turned him around. I think Shanks can beat Kaido. And that's with the little information we know on Shanks.
Again, my headcanon tells me that all of those facts that you just named are supporting factors towards a headcanon decision, but none of those are based off of power scaling.
All right, I have a question for you then. If Jimmy and Big Mom are in the ocean together and they clash, are the clouds separating? Are they breaking skies? Because that's what happens with other Yonkos when they clash.
That's a different suited question. I don't think Jinbei has Yonko level hockey.
Oh, hockey's pretty important in the world of One Piece.
Very. They try to be smart ass, but very important. I'm just saying, Zoro can damage and scar someone like Kaido. Can Zoro part skies? No.
I don't think Zoro's Yonko level.
You don't have to say Zoro's Yonko level. Zoro on paper has Yonko level AP. So whether you think so or not, he's put up the facts for that.
That's okay. That's fine.
exactly what I'm arguing for Jinbei. You can say
Oh, we having
it's
two
the
different
same thing, bro.
conversations
It's
then.
the same thing. He literally has terrain on his side. He's literally using it's the water, bro.
Wait, so you're not saying Jinbei's Yonko level? You're just saying he has a Yonko attack power. That's what you're saying. Because if that's what you're saying, then we're on the same. Then cool.
You're right. I am more so saying it's a general statement, but I don't care however you take it. Point is, he can get there. So I don't know.
If we're saying that the first son of the sea, Big Blue Jimmy, excuse me, has Yonko AP in the water, then hey, nigga, debate over. You and I are on the same side. But if we're saying that he's Yonko level,
not to take the argument from the side complaints, but I can argue Jinbei. I can argue Jinbei put up some Yonko level bare feet. I'm just gonna wait to see. I'm just gonna wait to let these things happen because I don't know if you know this, but every time people tell me I'm wrong about something, we low key go down that rabbit hole of me being right. So let's just wait and see. I'm confident in my takes. Let's put it that way.
fair.
How many things have I been wrong about so far, Coach, compared to being right about?
Things that I've said you were wrong about, or like you talking about general people?
How many times well, you probably haven't counted, but how many times have I seen something and said, hey, this might be this, and then we get to the future of it, and it's like, okay, or
I feel like I've gotten word of you mentioning that at least 3 or 4 times.
I'm just saying my rap sheet kind of speaks for itself.
I mean, I'm not. But here's the thing, though. Everything on your rap sheet that I can remember, none of it has been disputed by myself. All those times that somebody said you were wrong, I wasn't on that side of the fence with it.
Wait, were you on the Kobe Conquerors thing too, right?
Kobe becoming the conqueror? Yeah.
You were on the side of that. You were on the Kobe is a conqueror.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, see, all right, you're right. Any more comments? Because I can't
read. We be agreeing more than you believe. So I'm gonna read these comments, then I'm gonna respond to your this slander that you just gave me at the beginning of the pod was insane about the other Yonko.
Fuji shit you said on stream.
I'm
cleared it up now, bro. Shit you said about Fuji. I remember.
It's not true. We're gonna respond to it. It's fine. It's time. It's fine.
I almost blinded myself reading that.
That's crazy.
Seeing you say that, I almost blinded myself, man.
Zaza says, "Here we go with this one-arm loser." One-arm loser love. He didn't like me bringing up Shanks versus Kaido. Ree says, "I don't know about Kaido versus Shanks. I think it'd be tough for Shanks. Extreme diff either way, in my opinion." Not mad at that. I agree.
He's right. It's extreme diff.
I agree.
think it's hard for Shanks because Shanks is a glass cannon. Like in Film Red, we see normal humans could put regular damage on Shanks. You're not doing that to Kaido. The one thing I give to Shanks that I give over Kaido is that Shanks fights seriously from the jump, where Kaido plays around with the fight.
That's facts. That's important.
Kaido pulling up with the liquor, might get a little, you know what I mean?
Sure. Ree says, "I need to see some armament feats from Shanks to see how he could match up against Kaido." Not mad at that either. And now people are talking about Kuzan versus Garp is cooking in the anime. I'm upset.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the last episode, but we can definitely talk about it.
Don't watch my story then.
Oh, now to respond to the slander that's been placed upon my name for no good reason at all. Statement was,
you're gonna address it, and then you're gonna say something like 10 minutes in the stream. When we really get started, you're gonna say some more bullshit. I promise you.
I doubt it.
Go ahead, let me stop playing.
Everything I say be facts. It be out the data book, out of Oda's penmanship every time. The statement was the slander that you gave me was that you said I didn't think that Fujitora had any observation haki, or you say what did you? I didn't think he had any observation haki, and he was chump change. He was garbage.
In the video, you put Shanks over him.
I did.
Without a doubt in your mind.
I did.
That was crazy. Even if Shanks show me future stuff, I'm still not putting him over Fujitora. He's blind. What the fuck we doing? You're crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. So, response to that. I think the very first arc, I got word of how incredibly upstanding Shanks is with his observation haki. I want to say it was Whole Cake Island. I could be wrong if they didn't say it in the anime and I just heard it from someone else. If that's the case, that's fine. But I remember around the time we saw in Punk Hazard, we saw that Vice Admiral display his armament hockey. When I saw him go full body, I can't think of her name right now, but when I saw him go right Virgo, when I saw him go full body armament hockey, I just assumed, oh, okay, this is like the highest level of armament hockey way back then when I was just new to Punk Hazard. And whoever like masters armament hockey, they look like that because it was stated that people usually master one of the three. They're not, people don't always just have all of them up to par, but they'll like grab one and then that'll be like their main thing. So I was thinking, okay, to master it, you got to have like the full coding or whatever. I later found out that that's not true. That's not the case. That's just how he chose to display his. Cool with that. When we were in Whole Cake Island and we met Katakuri, they were saying how amazing his future sight was and how developed his observation hockey is. And I feel like in that arc, the beginning of it, they made credence or note to of Shanks having far past his armament hockey. Um, and at that moment, that's where I had Shanks number one. So in Whole Cake Island. Now, Dressrosa is how many arcs away from Whole Cake? Dressrosa's first, right?
Dressrosa is an arc and a half. It was a half arc before because it's Dressrosa, then Zoe, then Okay.
Okay, right. So at that moment, I still knew very little about Fujitora. If anybody can give me that grace.
Yeah, nah, I don't give you no grace.
That's crazy.
Fujitora had one arc with niggas in it. And in one arc, they showed us 5 different ways he uses observation on. 5 different ways how he uses observation on. 5, bro.
Okay, so I'll say this. You say there's 5 different ways that he uses observation hockey. When we got to Whole Cake Island, what did he say about to give you? RP. It's not a. When we got to Whole Cake Island, and Katakuri showed us how in depth his observation hockey was to the point where he could see into the future. That was my impression of okay, he's close to, if not mastered, observation hockey, and that's the highest feat you can have using it. Future sight, right at that moment. So, scaling all the way to Wano, when we see or past Wano, when we see Shanks literally do the exact same thing in the fight against Kid, use future sight to the degree he did, because Shanks did it even better than Katakuri. He did it like I don't know 2 to 3 minutes in the future because he saw a whole lot of destruction. Oh, that was only 10 seconds. Okay, anime time.
10 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Katakuri is actually stated to be like 5 to 10 seconds.
Got you. Okay.
So he's technically supposed to have the greatest feat on panel of observation hockey being used in future sight at least. If you're talking about future sight, yes, he has the greatest usage of future sight.
Okay.
That is
okay.
Like I said, there are 5 ways out of one person you just used one facet of hockey. 5 different ways, and none of those considered future sight. Which I'm banking if he shows me 5 without it, ain't nothing to throw another one like bang, you know what I mean?
All right. So I just want to stay, and then I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass it on over to you for rebuttal.
Well, read comments and then pass it to me.
Say less.
I want to keep if they watching, you know.
Like I said, when I saw the future sight in my mind, that was the way to display mastery of observation hockey. Future sight. Do I think that Fujitora is strong? Fuck yes. Do I think that Fujitora has observation hockey? Go ahead. What's up? Cool. All right, cool. Do I think Fujitora has observation hockey? Indefinitely, I do. Do I think his observation hockey is weak? No, I do not. I think and this is what I feel like me and you are on the same side, but since I'm not like 100% in your bubble, I just gotta be like super far from you. I think Fujitora has one of the strongest observation hockeys in the show. Like you said before, the man is blind. I agree. I think he's somewhat using his observation hockey damn near all the time. I don't think he's just like I don't think he's walking around like a blind person does, who just, oh well, since I lost my sight, I'm so good with hearing, I can walk around like that. I think he is seeing in a sense all the time because of his observation hockey. But like I said prior, to me, when we got to Whole Cake Island, mastering of observation hockey meant future sight alone. So if you're telling me that there's more to determining mastering observation hockey, then okay, we having two different discussions, and I'm open to hear why you believe Fujitora is a better observation hockey user than Shanks. But I also will say I've never heard anybody in the show just compliment his observation hockey like they've done for Shanks, which would be more context on why I chose Shanks.
Who complimented Shanks? See, you talking bullshit. You gotta make sure I call. I gotta make sure I call you out on everything.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Bro.
I'm not mad at it.
If it's Shanks, bro.
So before I go, you
I didn't know you were a Shanks spokesman.
don't do that. Don't you know I stand on the Mihawk side myself.
I don't know, because I said, you know what's crazy is in that very same video segment, he was like, who would you think better than Shanks? I was like, Fuji, Mihawk. He was like, you didn't seem convincing. You're a Mihawk guy, so I don't
I'm a Mihawk guy.
I don't know, man. Yeah, think real hard. You got me lost right now, bro.
I'm gonna read some comments because they buzzing. Zaza says, I trust blind justice over one arm complacent man. Okay.
This is the one time I agree with him.
So gotta keep my bro honest. No one arm complimented one arm deadbeat. No one complimented one arm deadbeat. Reese says, bro called Shank spokesman. That is crazy, ain't it? Because it's well stated that I'm a Mihawk fan. That's crazy.
Bree, you were on that stream with us, and he let that come out his mouth. Bree was, when you watched the video, Bree also was like, we was both
what?
We was both shook. Like, your Conquerors hockey right there was unmatched. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was parting skies with that take, bro. No cap.
So just to get everything straightened out, no one has ever heard anyone compliment or mention Shank's observation hockey in the show ever.
Ben Beckman says, must have been quite a future you saw. That's it. That's it, right?
I'm talking like from Whole Cake to like.
Yeah, we only get one note of Shanks only uses observation twice that I can think of in the series. One, when he's pulling up on Greenbull, he literally senses Greenbull on the island, and he tells this crew, there's one person, like, there's one of them that don't belong. That's what he was saying. And then literally in the anime, they gave more emphasis, because when he says that, he literally has a vision of Greenbull. Like, he could see Greenbull heading on Scabbards. Then he literally then a couple scenes later, that's when he hit Greenbull with the shits. But he used observation to tie it to him, but then that's really the Conqueror's feet that I get from there. Now, the feet with Kid, straight future sight. Undeniable. Just 10 seconds into the future sight. Bang. That's it. So those are only two feats of observation hockey I got from Shanks in the show. Like I told you just now, Fuji has 5 examples of observation hockey in one arc. It's kind of hard to.
What has been the credence of Shanks being able to be so strong in the New World?
Conquerors. And it's really Conquerors and his crew. Those are Shanks' big 2 major weapons. Conquerors hockey and his crew. And swordsmanship that can be comparable to the world's greatest. So 3 things.
Okay.
But those are the 3 things you could say is why Shanks is like gusto like that.
So what are the 5 observation feats that Fuji achieved in Dressrosa?
I got you. I can tell you the exact moments too.
Okay.
Strength gauges, because Luffy meets him, and then Luffy literally is like, yo, old man, you're so strong. Who are you? And he's like, yo, for the sake of you and me both, I'm not going to tell you who I am, because then they're going to have to throw hands after that. So he's able to strength gauge the same way Luffy's able to strength gauge him. He can strength gauge them.
Okay.
He could range gauge. He's able to tell the height of the clouds above Dressrosa, which shows us how much range he has over all of Dressrosa with observation hockey. Yeah, that's kind of deep, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. A blind man is telling me the shape of the clouds above my head right now and how far above they are. It's kind of jacked, bro. Feat number 3. Absolute precision. This is just base observation hockey. My son stopped Doflamingo's parasite. I almost think no one in Dressrosa was even pulling that off. Kind of crazy. Like, no one in Dressrosa pulled that off, was able to stop his parasite, but Fujitora. Then you literally have him being able to emotion read. The people are literally, he's literally telling his vice admiral, oh, you have literally, these people are literally crying, but it's because of sadness. It's not. They're actually angry. And just to get an example of further emphasis on that moment, just to further emphasize on that moment, we literally get Fujitora at the end of Dressrosa. The people are running and chasing Luffy, and they're like, oh, give us back our princess. You kidnapped our... Like, Luffy's a op. And Fujitora is able to sense their inner thoughts and be able to tell that, oh, they actually love and they love Luffy. They want Luffy to, like, succeed. So he's able to tell that people could, like, he's literally able to tell people are lying to him. Emotion reading. Okay, that's 4 right there. So, fifth feat. How do I want to put the fifth feat? This one I kind of more so tie it towards his gravity double fruit, but I literally want to say to me it's well, before I go into that feat, aura vision. Same way Usopp is literally seeing the auras of people. And then we see Luffy had to train in Whole Cake Island to get that to fight Katakuri. This is why I think Fujitora has future sight already. If he's blind and he can literally see the clouds above the sky, wouldn't that mean he can see aura?
You could assume so.
Could assume. How else is he seeing goddamn clouds? Come on, man. Don't say we could assume so. Call it for what it is.
How does aura and clouds go in tandem?
What do you mean? Breath of all things, which he also displayed in that very same arc. And Breath of all things, in Breath of all things, let me ask you a question. What was Zoro able to do by tapping into Breath of all things?
Remind me.
He was able to read the rhythm of not only people, but every object around his vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. And that's literally what we see. And that's literally what we see from Fujitora able to do. If he's blind, he can tell me where the clouds are. What am I supposed to suspect from this?
So, and I mean no disrespect to
I just want to see. I want you to tell me. I want you to, besides the explanation I gave you, help me make it make sense to how we can see the clouds. But I'm all here. Just move my dreads out the way.
I believe he's using observation hockey to see the clouds.
Right. But how are you using? But this is the thing. The only way you can see without seeing is aura vision. Luffy literally closes his eyes.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
And Whole Cake Island, Luffy literally closes his eyes so he can grasp it. Remember, to learn observation hockey, Rayleigh blindfolded this man.
Right.
Literally blindfolds this man. And then to add, when I said the emotion sensing in hockey, that is important because even the Giants said, yo, Shanks, that hockey was almost as red, like red hairs, but there was no malice. Fujitora could sense the malice in people. Literally why he's able to tell that the townspeople are lying about how they feel about Luffy. Because there's no malice in their words. There's no malice in Luffy's heart. That's why he wants to see his face.
I'm gonna read some comments and I have a question for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm done with the Fuji point though. I just want to make sure, I
Fair.
gotta make sure I put you on for I watch that.
Fair. First comment. Reese says, I'm not gonna lie, Shanks not fighting any big names in the new world is a little concerning for argument for Kaido versus Shanks. Okay. His conqueror's hockey and observation hockey is what holds his reputation up. Okay, I agree with that. As far as the hockey statements, I agree with.
Yeah, I say the observation hockey because he literally has an epithet for the whole observation killer. Like that's a legit thing he does. But it's more so ties to future. It's future sight killer, future vision killer. That's what he's known as. The FVK, future vision killer. That's what they called it in the film Red Volume 4 billion.
Okay. He then says him not ever spinning the block on Blackbeard of scrapping with if scrapping of scrapping with any other Yonko is somewhat odd to me if he's truly as strong as he says he is. Or okay, I see what he did. I'm 10 toes with you there. That highly upsets me as well. I talk about that every chance I get. Zaza says one armed is a role player just like Mihawk. Hey, watch your mouth. Um, Zaza. I was talking about Mihawk when I said watch your mouth. Yeah, okay, cool. He then says he let Blackbeard give him scars and went back to the bench. Lane, I agree, that is lame. Um, nah, Mihawk, of course, every time. And now Ree is responding to Zaza, saying, nah, Mihawk is chilling with the title that he has earned. Shanks is supposed to be chasing the One Piece, according to his words, but he's relatively inactive. I don't expect anything from Mihawk because his goal is not to get the One Piece. I agree. That is not his goal. Um, Zaza says true, but he had a chance to show out in Marineford and got stopped by Vista. Personally, Zaza, I don't think that was a real fight. I mean, y'all can gauge that how y'all want. I don't feel like Mihawk was really trying as I don't think Mihawk was trying as hard as Vista was. Not saying Vista was going all out. I don't know. Mihawk just seemed a lot more composed than Vista did to me. All I'm saying. Plot wise, we have to obviously expect Mihawk to be significantly better than Zoro, and the fight between those two has to be extreme diff fight in order to make sense. 1000% agree with that, Ree. Man, he cut Vista down, so he did what he needed to do. All on board with you there as well, Ree. I don't think I didn't get much from that fight with Vista that left me looking at Mihawk sideways. I didn't have an issue with it. So my last question to you was before we jump to another topic: how many of those five diverse ways that Fujitora admits his observation hockey do you think hold more weight than Future Sight?
I think they all lead to that future to what we know that stuff is that future state or what it is. I don't think any of them hold more weight over the other because each use of future state, I mean not future state, but observation hockey has its own like functionalities of why or its own fundamental way of why it can be important for usage, if that makes any sense. Like being able to tell when people are lying to you, that's something I would Fujitora should be able to do. You know, being able to emotion read emotions, that's something he should be able to do. Like, watch this. Sanji has never been said to have future sight, but even in the last chapter, spoilers from the last chapter if anyone hasn't read it, but apparently Sanji was able to use observation hockey to the scale of the room that they are currently in. Because he's literally telling them, I cannot pick up Robin. Robin's not here. She's not in this area because she's not being picked up on my Robin radar right now. So and that's legit. Like I told you this club before. When it comes to women, Sanji gets the feats. Observation hockey. When it comes to range, how far can Sanji's observation work? We know now that as far as big as that room is, however big we want to say it is, Sanji literally can scale it with observation hockey.
Okay, so boom, stop you right there. When I read that panel, and I could have read it wrong, I didn't look at that as an observation feat because literally after he made that statement, he started sniffing the air around him. So I was assuming he was saying like a nose thing of like my Robin radar, like I can't smell her scent. But
That
that's
would still be observation hockey.
with the nose. Okay.
This is the thing, right? Observation. This is what okay. I had a conversation with somebody. His name is Big Bro Zach. He's on IG. He's also in the Final Saga chat that I got on IG. And he was basically going off of, he was saying stuff like, at Fujitora, there's other ways that he can be lit as a swordsman without it being observation hockey while still being blind. And he was talking about echolocation. And I thought echolocation was dope. The problem is that echolocation still takes something of the five senses. If you go back to what Ridley said about observation hockey is all five of your senses at a heightened level. So if you're thinking of, even for Beppo, when you're hearing Beppo hearing that I'm getting ready to shoot that glove, and he's like, yo, John Burke, go protect the captain. And then when Beppo's, it's crazy he does that, because then when Beppo's Viva card gets released, Beppo's an observation hockey. Because once again, all these senses feed into what observation hockey is fundamentally. A play on the senses.
Okay.
Even if I take you to another anime, we go to Black Clover. Asta's trying to learn how to use ki, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what did Yanni tell him? It's not all of your senses are being pushed to that level. That's why it really has him to where you can't eat no food, because now that's going to push your senses to get heightened, because now you have to eat. And then on top of that, you're going to be blindfolded. Your senses are going to be pushed. You're going to have to rely more on your hearing. You're going to have to rely more on your sense of smell. That's stuff Luffy had to do. So that's why I don't take it the same as everyone else seems to take it. I think that was good. That was a good rebuttal for the debate we were having. But if you go off of what observation I think is supposed to fall in that category.
Got you. Okay, fair enough. My last question, then we can jump on. All the things that you listed, Fujitora for having making the best observation hacker. Do you believe that Shanks doesn't have any of those other things?
Oh, not observation hockey. Fujitora, he might be able to use future sight, but he use observation hockey to the level where Fuji, I could just explain to you all those other things.
Yeah, those five.
No, I don't believe so.
So he can't do any of those other four. He can't do any of those other four ways to use observation hockey.
No, he can't do it to the potency level.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No matter what somebody shows me, Fuji's a blind man. I'm gonna automatically give it. The only person I place above Fuji is Mihawk, for two reasons. One, Mihawk was stated to be the clairvoyant. They took that epithet away, but that was supposed to be his original epithet. And the reason why he took that away because he needed it. That's why. But he took that away. Mihawk's supposed to be the clairvoyant. Two, Mihawk is fighting this future vision killer and never beat him. Mihawk is the future vision killer. I mean, Mihawk is fighting this future killer, right? And I don't mean to say he never beat him in line with him, but he never beat him, but he never was beaten either. You get what I'm saying? So Shanks wasn't, no matter what he did, it was never enough to cap Mihawk. So I think Mihawk either developed future, not developed his observation hockey, he could actually still be at two Shanks, or something. I just think Shanks is Fuji with his eyes open. Like, that's how I consider it. I got Mihawk is the only person I put above Shanks, even above Fujitora, as far as like.
But then isn't that fair to say Shanks and Mihawk's observation hockey could be close to equal then, if not the same?
No, because Shanks observation hockey, observation hockey or future sight comes from Conqueror's hockey. That's what I believe. I don't think being able to stop people from seeing the future is an observation technique from Shanks. I believe that is a Conqueror's hockey thing. To where his hockey is so potent, it obstructs your ability to see the future. That's what I believe.
We both believe Mihawk can see the future too, though, right?
Yeah, and even if Shanks kills his future sight, watch this. People believe that there's a large part of the fandom that believes that if Shanks does this future sight killer thing, it shuts down all the Fujitora's observation. Do you believe that? If
Shanks does future sight, it shuts down Fuji's?
If Shanks and Fuji fight, they think if he's not going to be able to use any observation hockey. That's the thing. Even though it was only stated that he kills future sight, but whatever.
I see what you're saying. No, I don't think it's going to stop his observation hockey. No.
Exactly. It's not going to stop his observation hockey in the sense that the observation hockey works in one way. Not only sight, not only through hearing, not only through your senses, period. So if he does get his future sight killed, yeah, I would believe he would rely on echolocation, but that would still fall under observation hockey. That's the problem. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. I don't want to be pretending like it.
No, I see where you're going. Where I want to know what it. I'm gonna read this comment after I ask you this, but I want to know what do you think Shanks and Mihawk's observation hockey differ? What can Shanks do observation wise that Mihawk can't do, or vice versa?
They probably both have the same capabilities.
Okay.
They probably have the same capabilities. Shanks can just shut people off.
Okay.
Mihawk can't. I don't believe Mihawk can do that.
Okay.
I think that's a Shanks thing.
Gotcha.
I don't think no one else in the series could do that unless they learned it from Shanks. That might be a Shanks technique.
Right, but you're saying Shanks got that technique from Conqueror's hockey, not observation feat.
Yeah, that comes from having a strong spirit. Watch this. If I ask you why can't Aokiji freeze Whitebeard? You can argue it's probably because of hockey, but he's just a tremor. He doesn't stop vibrating, so he's not going to get frozen. You get what I'm saying? Whereas if you look at it with Garp literally hockeyed himself out that shit. So there is going to be feats with hockey that you can do to help in that can negate devil fruits, period. You get me? You just got to get to those feats because I believe it's not going to work the same for every devil fruit. Like some awakened devil fruits are going to be stronger than some regular devil fruits. So the abilities of awakened devil fruits are going to be harder to negate than a regular devil fruit. Like Law. You could argue that Law couldn't do family or none of that shit to Big Mom or whatever, but he could silence her because that was an awakened ability. You know what I'm saying?
I do. My thing would be if this is truly a Conqueror's feat and not an observation feat, why can't Shanks shut off people's armament hockey as well?
Moves different fundamentally. That's one thing I can argue for.
Okay. Well, I don't. We probably just go in a circle with that since there's not a lot of context or info to move forward. So I'm gonna just read the comments. Reese says, "Oh, this is for you." Side note: I just saw that video about Brooke taking on Kuzan today. What do y'all think about that? This nigga's face, bro.
I said, y'all know he tripping, right? And shout out to Anime Sundays because he was on stream with Shonen Sunday, Shonen Showdown with Rob, and he's preaching at and Robbie let him preach Robbie let him say whatever. I can't do it. I love Sundays. I love Jerry. I can't, man. Next time I see him in person, I don't know him too well, but I'm gonna let him know that was a crazy take. Right?
Where did it come? What was the foundation of his take?
He thinks Blackbeard Pirate. Hold off Kuzan. In the same sense that he might have held off Big Mom. No. Big Mom was playing with her food when he fought her. Kuzan not doing that. I'm sorry. I don't got Kuzan doing none of that. If Kuzan hit Brooke one of those Rio punches like how he did with Garp, it's cooked, bro. I'm not even really cracking skull. You can go from dead bone Brooke to cracked skull Brooke. Shattered bone Brooke.
Zaza says, it's like, bro, you do know Brooke ain't blitzing Kuzan like that. Come on. Please tell him to color on the podcast so we can destroy him. To come on the podcast. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I hit him up. I've had him on before.
No, I'm gonna be real with you. It don't work like that with Sundays. He ain't no slouch. He'll get in here and argue. He'll argue with you to the point where his shit don't make sense. But he ain't here arguing though, so it makes no sense even trying to have that argument. But arguing with him, Zaza is like trying to argue with you. So it didn't make no sense. So it ain't gonna make no sense. Like y'all just gonna be going in circles. Y'all are both trolls. He's the biggest trolls. He actually made his whole thing off of trolling. So keep that in mind. He does make good points, though. I'm not gonna lie. He brings up these weird, candy good points. It's just I don't think Kuzan and Brooklyn is one of those. I ain't like respect that.
Not mad at it. But yeah, bro. Like I said, I feel like we're closer to the same side that you like to give credit to. I don't think we're as far away in thought as you like to dish out into the air, which honestly truly hurts me. I don't every One Piece in general. Yeah. Don't be bush. It be rooted in fact. It be rooted from the facts I received from Oda. I personally, I think we cleared up a lot more of the disparity with the Jinbei debate. Now I see we were having two different conversations. If we were talking about attack power from the beginning being Yonko level, I feel like we never would have had debates these last few months. Or you still mean in general? Mm.
They were waiting to get they had just reached the prison doors and about to like leave and fell down. He was like, oh, even Jinbei in the water is forced to be ready. They always know Jinbei, but then they add on that in the water he's a little different though. Like I know he's like.
I mean, definitely. I'm not trying to group them with other fishmen, but they're all stronger in the water. I don't think any of them are too Jinbei degree in the water. Definitely saying that. But it's definitely noteworthy that every fishman gets. I don't know the amount of times more stronger they get in the water, but they definitely get infinitely stronger in the water.
I think you should double their strength.
I was gonna say a minimum of 2, but if somebody told me 3, I wouldn't have been mad at that. But I thought a minimum of 2. I said I was gonna say a minimum of twice as strong, but if somebody told me they got 3 times as strong in the water, I wouldn't fight that either because I don't really know. But I definitely agree that a minimum of twice as strong in the water for sure. For sure. So yeah, we find some common ground here. I think the only issue is
See anybody in the chat? I'm up here, man. Let's spice it up. I mean, you just you know what we do regardless because we work for other people. So see if Zaza or anybody with an Apple thing, man.
hey Zaza, Ree, y'all are more than welcome to join. He said unless Jinbei has to fight a fishman in the water, then he's powerless. Did I read that right? I don't know. That could.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna let Ree explain it for himself. He's jumping on this.
Getting up here?
Yes, sir. Let me make sure I read that right. Oh no, he's here. I'm gonna let him say it. I ain't gonna take none of the heat for it. Go ahead, my guy. What's good, bro? Talk about it.
That's what Sunday nights are for, man. I'm talking my agenda piece. I'm just back to the point I was making, even though I changed my mind, like I said. But we all know, Big Jimmy, when he in water, he ain't fighting no fishermen. My man Jimmy proved that for real. That's the truth. I see what you're trying to say. I see Jimmy Longo level in the water is not a fisherman. It's not a fisherman. That dude's done, bro. It's like some he gotta wait for Luffy. He gotta wait for him. Yeah, you gotta wait for Luffy, bro. It's Sanji for women. For Kibe against fishermen, right? I really trying to.
Oh, unless it's a okay.
Couldn't bring himself to fight. He couldn't bring himself. Okay, with that. With context,
I get it now.
He couldn't make a move on his own without Luffy in Fishman Island. Though it was very political, he made it himself seem like I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to harm to my fellow fishermen for the sake of everybody thinking this is a power struggle. Yeah. And this is not a power struggle because I'm not interested in power. So I definitely get Jinbei there. I can't even say it's bro. I can't even say anything. I can't. Oh shoot. Yeah,
Zaza says Jinbei is top 4. He says Jinbei is top 4. Not sure what that means, but
Oh, top one is fire.
I don't think that's what he means. I feel like that's too easy. I feel like he means something else.
Yeah, me too, but Zaza does make statements like that. Slander is the obvious safety.
Okay.
We slander him for it because I know Zaza and he want to slander Zaza. It would be true though, because he says try a line. Yeah. Because he's
Oh, all right, for sure.
Can we just say that? Is that safe to say? Is Zoro Jinbei Sanji? This is the thing. I think
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
The only reason I would put Jinbei above Zoro is for experience and everything right now, and I think Jinbei is a better all-rounder compared to like Zoro and Sanji. I think Zoro though, like I was saying earlier, I think Zoro could back out Yonko level AP. Top level AP feed. I think Zoro can do that. That's what Zoro needed for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying Sanji can't, but even after Sanji did it, how many kicks did it take us to pack up Queen? Compared to how many sword flashes it took to pack up King?
It's not fair. Yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
You can say that's fair. It's not fair, but that's just the obvious.
But why? Wait, why?
Ford is not Ford in Luffy could give Kaido a barrage and Gatling and have everybody like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, but no blood, it's all Gatling. So let's just get one good slash, right? Just one good slash, and we get blood, and now everybody's like, oh my gosh, he can cut Kaido.
Yeah,
oh my God.
For sure.
Sword work is just different, bro.
It is different.
Unless the amp is concluding behind the fifth and behind the sword, it's gonna come down to the physical. Who's punching, who's cutting. And in 9 times out of 10, when you see the sword feats, like I said, you could, if I randomly punch you, the chances of you dying from a random punch are very, very. I will argue that the chances of you dying from a random punch are way more slim if I was to have a sword in a random cut. You probably die faster from a random cut than a random punch. That's just me.
I'm not mad at none of that. Go ahead.
I do have a question because I know I'm just sitting there thinking Zoro cut. Oh, well, not yet. Zoro cut Kaido before he actually fought Queen, or King, before he fought King. Yeah. And unlocked the King of Hellsting. He was like King. So I'm just sitting there thinking, like, what could Zoro have done on the rooftop if he had already had access to that King of Hellsting when he was up there going up against Kaido? Because he already cut him without actually having full access to it. Think about this, right? This is what I like to think about. Where would the story be if Big Mom didn't tell Kaido to dodge? Is BKK for real now? Is Big Mom didn't tell Kaido to move? Does ZKK really happen?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
But this is my thing. This is why I say earlier that's not fair. Sanji is wrong. The beginning of Zoro's fight with King. The beginning to end. Zoro had just got a new buff with Enma, correct? Okay. So that's one. That's no. Before the fight, Zoro before Enma is a different Zoro after Enma. Whether we talking about King of Hell or not. I'm saying as soon as Zoro picked up Enma and they just started training, he's already stronger than he was 10 minutes ago just because of the sword he had in his hand. That's what I'm saying. And then I'm saying add that sword at that one buff plus the second buff of the King of Hell. That's damn near 2 buffs for that fight.
I'm okay with that because I look at the raid suit as the same thing. Sanji's biggest thing was always getting his fucking leg cracked or getting like his durability. He was always getting hold for durability.
Right.
And he got the raid suit. then he literally in the banquet hall, you see in the performance hall, you saw King damn near split in half. Problem was he had raid suit on, so he was fine. So to me, I look at it like, okay, he's good. He got his buff. He got a raid suit, Zoro got a sword. They're equal.
Okay, right.
He destroys his raid suit
Right.
mid-fight. Problem is with destroying the raid suit, he gained the ability for that raid suit. Yeah, that's my only thing. The only one that's in question is the so-called invisibility, but he gains everything else that raid suit has to offer: acceleration, speed, exoskeleton.
But he got that during the when did he lose the raid suit? Was it during the fight with King or with Queen? Okay, so when Sanji gets the like indestructible body and stuff, is that not just considered one buff?
Yeah.
Right, but that raid suit, right? No, we're agreeing. We're agreeing that raid. So let's just say raid suit for the sake of the conversation. The raid suit is one buff, correct? Fact. Exactly. So yeah, he didn't exactly. He didn't get stronger.
You get King of Hell, but you always had him. Coming to the island, you had him already. So even if you gain King of Hell later on, the buff is still within the buff of the sword. Exactly. Same thing for raid suit in the genetics. All that's in the buff. The genetic stuff doesn't happen if he doesn't wear the raid suit.
Right.
He says the raid suit is what makes me feel off. The raid suit activated with one on. Yeah. So
right.
If wear the raid suit, King does split that nigga in half. Fact.
Yes. So like so the Enma stuff and the King of Hell, I look at that as two buffs. I look at Sanji's raid suit as one buff. So if we say how many hits did it take Zoro to get King and how many hits did it take Sanji to defeat Queen, I I I feel like they have different buffs, and on top of that, Sanji's buff for like his body, it came like the second half of the fight. It wasn't like just instantly, oh, he doesn't got the race suit now, so it's all right. I'm Iron Man now. They both get there before their main fights happen, like at the end of their main fights. Both their fights are extreme diff, and they're struggling. After they go through the extreme, after extreme diffing for a little bit, when they're moving on from the extreme diff, they get their buff. After Sanji gets his buff, it goes from extreme diff to mid diff. After Zoro gets his buff, it goes from extreme diff to high diff. Now that's me saying King is stronger than Queen for sure. And that's also still the Zoro that is still injured. Yes. Giving Zoro two buffs, Sanji one. But don't leave out the fact that he also fought an extreme diff fight before he got the King. And he made you injured. And after that fight, Chopper gave him a damn near a sensu bean, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't feel anything from that previous fight, then, right? Because I bring it up because you were. It almost seemed like you were like minimizing Sanji's attack power because you say I get the sword to punch ratio thing. I get that, but you say you are. See, and that's what because and you were doing that with the second.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What has he done? What feat has he done to where I can compare it to Kaido? Because Zoro cut Kaido, and then King stated that my durability is better than Kaido's, and then he cut him too.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. He chain scaled and showed me two examples of why he's saying he cut a Yonko, then he's telling me that there's someone in the crew that has durability comparable or better than Yonko, and then he deals with him too. What is Queen compared to? Queen's not compared to no Yonko.
Right.
Queen's not compared to nothing. So when you just take out Queen, that's all it is. You just took out Queen. It don't come with, dang, he took out Queen. This means he can do this, that, and third.
Right.
No. Only because Sanji said, "Oh, I'm probably able to take care of way more than just this for Luffy. Now that I've got this power, so we know you're going to be capable of all these extra things that we want you to be capable of. But as far as it goes for the likes of Zoro, when we see him cut through Kaido's scales, we like, yo, what's up? When we see Kaido like this, yelling and blood just coming out of him all like that, after the scabbards, which is like 4 or 5 sets of swords and try to join together to do a sword attack, and none of them could break through. But then Zoro comes and does it. This is why Zoro gets AP. This is why I'll argue for Zoro any day over Sanji. Sanji has way more speed than Zoro, for sure. Oh yeah, Sanji, when it comes to watch this, right? Perfect example. When Sanji was attacking Venus Jewelry, Venus Rose and Zoro, I mean, Sanji was so fast he was able to stop Venus Jewelry mid lane. Venus Jewelry played with that with Zoro, whether he noticed him or not. He couldn't even play that. He had to stop his attack because Zoro's attack touch him was completely different field than Sanji's attack touches. Yeah, in that moment at least.
Okay, I'm gonna read some comments, then I'm gonna let my guy that just joined give his piece. All right.
Yeah, who did just join? I don't even know who is that.
So boom, comment from 9 Stickman. He says, and this is in reference to Zoro getting Enma. He says it's one buff, but he didn't know how to control the sword though. It wouldn't be considered a buff yet. To that, I disagree. If I get a gun from a military grade, whoever, and I don't know how to use it, that doesn't mean I didn't just get buffed. If we're in a fist fight, it's still a buff. While I'm figuring out how to use it, it's a buff.
If you get a gun that you can't shoot, that's the target, that is important for us.
Right.
They can barely move his arm.
But it is buff.
Yeah. And was draining
But it was. But what was his attack power? He sliced the mountain in half without even trying. So he still got buffed. He wasn't even trying to slice that mountain. Fair. 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 Okay. For sure. What did you want to add in, my guy? You sure? It's 3 of us up here. We can get to talking for a minute. So I want to give you your your little pocket of time.
No, I was agree. If the sword does not know how to control Enma, like when you reference him cutting the mountain, he did not mean to cut the mountain, even though he did. That means he can't like control it though. Like he didn't control it very well.
Right.
Like, that was the difference between that was the noticing moment of him awakening KLL. He literally said, "So you mean to tell me Ben was wielding you while you were taking hockey from him like this, and he was wielding you without holding back all the time? I gotta get like him." That's basically what he was saying. No, I gotta get like the big dog.
Oh yeah, I'm not mad at that. I definitely. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's something too when you're talking about like chain smelling, and you just to do a feat that only Odin had done up to that point as far as cutting Kaido. So we also have something else to compare Zoro to as far as attack power wise. And if we're talking about Odin, of course we saw what Odin did fighting on that island with the Roger Pirates and Ledger Pirates. So when we're talking about attack power, we can start putting in different names and saying, okay, this is kind of the general area that he's in. With Sanji, we don't know. To Nika's point, with him just fighting, like, where does he come from? We don't know. Yeah, that's why we were so hyped. We were in Egghead. We were so hyped to see him smoking and staring down Kizaru. Like, a word, you got the sauce. That's not happening.
All right, I wanna go back to. That's very true. I'm glad you noted that. I want to jump back to Reed's initial statement. Say, is it safe to say Jinbei is over Sanji? I feel like for me, I'm still not there yet, and I think this is like the core of the foundation of us having this continuous debate every now and again. I think Jinbei's strong as fuck, man. The thing is, bro, if you guys told me Jinbei is Yonko level, and because of that, I don't care if it's in the water, out the water. If you guys told me Jinbei is Yonko level, and because of that, Jinbei is really the number two on the Straw Hats, not taking away Zoro being the first mate just because he was first or whatever. But Jinbei is just number two because he's Yonko level. I'd be like, okay, I could probably like lean on that fence a lot easier than you guys telling me, oh, well, Zoro's stronger, but Jinbei is Yonko level, so that's why Sanji's fourth. When Oda, right? Okay, but even with that buff, then, all right, put him over Zoro too. I don't half step it because Oda keeps telling me that Zoro and Sanji are the wings. There, you do what? Okay, cool.
The narrative of the story wants me to say Zoro is above because Zoro
Right.
has shown us the Yonko level. We
Right.
don't have that for Jinbei. We don't have that
Right.
for Sanji.
So exactly. So those two things contradict.
In that one light right there, I put Zoro above. But if you're gonna take number two, he's a waterbender. He has terrain control, all of that.
Facts.
So now to me, he can do things that are like, and he's not 40 Jones in the water. So I
He's not.
think he's above 40. So Zoro not doing it like that. Neither is Sanji. Even if Sanji's using blue ball, I don't doing Jinbei like that. Doing Jinbei. And Jinbei dirty like that. He's pretty fine as well. Like I would legit have to see Jinbei get one up in the water first by a character, and then after that character was compared with Zoro and Sanji to that character that just showed up Jinbei in the water. No, I have heard water. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Ree, what do you now say to that? Do you also have Jinbei number two on the ship with the buff?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and admit I consider Jinbei over Zoro. I don't know.
That's it.
Okay. It makes complete sense because I'm just sitting there thinking about. We've seen Zoro obviously fight underwater, fighting Gordy, but we don't really see a whole bunch of people in the show fighting underwater. If we're gonna take the fight underwater, I mean, obviously Kaido Big Mom can't go there, clearly. As we're talking about Yonkos, Luffy is. Shanks could, but like we haven't seen him do it, so like how would that fight go? I mean, if we're just talking logically, then yeah, I guess you'd have to scale him that high. That would make sense. You gotta scale him to Yonko level in the water. Not too many people can actually fight him in the water. So I would like to scale above Yonko Commander 1, but to scale above Yonko Commander 1, that just wants you a Yonko or Adam. That's why I say he scales to Yonko or Adam. If it's not Yonko or Adam, just in that space that's above YC Commander 1. Yeah. If not that, then, yeah. Definitely. And that's his buff. If we're talking about buffs for the top three, give him his water versus King of Hell or the Raid suit. Bro, what you're talking about is the buffs that were shown last chapter. I still can't tell what Zoro's buff is. Sanji, he's showing a lot of lightning coming off that, but that was not there before. We see it. So when he's doing Ifrit, we see the flame, we see the plasma, like it's looking crazy. Even Usopp, he did a skull grass bomb. It was immensely bigger than what he usually does for a skull grass bomb. Nami, she even pulled off the feat that she did in Whole Cake Island with Big Mom's help. She replicated it and did it herself now. My girl now. And you got Luffy with the Gear 4 with the hand by his damn self. Yo, I want to talk about that, bro.
The
fact that Luffy can do Gear 4 with one hand, bro.
That's
You know how freaking insane that is? Like, first off, it's because he gets to use less cotton by just using one part of his body to be able to go into that form. But like, Luffy right here, this Gear 4 move we just saw it one shots Dressrosa and Doflamingo. Easily. And the reason why is because Doflamingo, he literally called Luffy out for it. He was like, oh, so aren't you going to show me a one-hit KO? Like, now Luffy's upgraded. You can see it now. Like, it's definitely one-hit KO. You're done. Like, not even King Kong gun. You just got rid of Kong gun. Imagine seeing King Kong gun in base.
So does that panel alone now let us know Luffy's officially mastered Gear 4?
Yeah, he's official master figure for sure. That now, yeah, I do that.
Okay.
I think so. If you're able to switch between forms like that,
Yeah,
oh yeah, for
for
sure.
sure. All right, yeah, we're in the same boat then. Second.
Yeah, for sure. He's actually getting scary now. I mean, not that he wasn't before, but like again, my biggest problem with Luffy was I always hated that he can't maintain his forms. So like, if this is the first step towards maintaining it, where you can just do a Gear 4 leg kick or a Gear 4 punch, bro, it's about to get wicked. It's really about to get wicked. And when he masters his hockey in Gear 5,
Mm.
because again, to the point of Luffy, he was splitting the skies in base form with Kaido on that route.
That's facts.
Bro's up there for real right now.
I'm not mad at that take at all.
But I actually got a real interesting headbanger for you right now. So let's say Luffy was to become a Marine and not a pirate, right?
Mm.
Well, Luffy gets to Longtown. Who wins in a fight between Marine recruit Luffy and Captain Smoker?
Marine recruit.
So this is 17-year-old Luffy?
Yeah, same age when he sets sail. He gets to
All right. And he still has to do and everything.
Yeah, he still has to go for
Yeah.
But I would assume that.
I think still Smoker.
I got Smoker. I got Smoker mid to high diff.
Do you have Smoker mid to high diff as a pirate?
As a pirate, he got an old diff. As a Marine recruit,
okay.
It's mid to high diff type shit.
Gotcha.
So you're saying if Smoker is also
he's a Marine captain. The same Smoker we saw on Logtown. Marine captain.
Okay, is this necessarily the same Luffy that we saw in Longtown at that time?
No, under the prerequisites that I gave you of him being a Marine recruit and not a pirate, it does change a few things for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, since he became a Marine recruit as of Garp's request, I feel like Garp would teach him a lot more things that he did as he became a pirate.
Like, I agree.
That's what I was about to say. Hockey, he would have gotten hockey because Garp.
No, I disagree. I don't think he would have gotten hockey yet. He would have gotten hockey if he continued as a Marine on the Grand Line, yes. But as of Logtown, remember, Oroshiki is the 6 powers. Those are training wheels for hockey that's stated in the data book. I'll say this, as Garp's nephew, as Garp's grandson, I think he at least fights Smoker with knowledge of 2 of those 6 powers. So maybe like not mastery, but knowledge of. So he would at least have knowledge of Iron Body, and I would think he'd have Iron Body knowledge of something like Shade. Something that would move fast and something that would move strong.
Like Skywalk kind of.
I mean, I think Skywalk falls under the Shade category in a sense. But I could be wrong.
I do think that's separate. I think they're separate ones.
They're two separate things?
I think they're separate because they would call it Skywalk and they would be 2 different things. Attached to that with CP9.
No, because don't forget, there's advanced techniques to like shades and you got razor. You know what I'm saying? Which allows you to actually move more fast to kind of motion. But yeah, go ahead though.
But I'll say this, Chris. I know you say you might not know hockey yet in that scenario. I'm just thinking because Kobe joined the Marines at 16. Okay, come on, pretty sure it was 16. Yeah. And Luffy set out to sea at 17. So if Luffy does want to join the Marines, are we assuming maybe he joins at 16? So I think Kobe was one of the youngest Marines when he joined.
I would go under the assumption he still leaves at 17.
I still have at 17 only because like at 17, Garp's just gonna roll in there and ready to roll. So it could be exactly how you're saying, but it could also work like it's still the 17 thing.
That's what he wanted to set out to see, so I stuck with 17 in my head as well.
I feel like it might be. I feel like I'd go mid maybe high.
Okay, when we first met Smoker and he met Luffy, he know this Luffy, no devil fruit. Right. And then he realized Luffy, by beating Luffy ass up, he realized Luffy bouncing around, he has it. Right. Then I'd like to say that he still had no wariness of any. Okay, backtrack. Smoker took him on no devil fruit on purpose to gauge his strength.
I think Luffy would do. Okay, we first met Smoker and we met Luffy. He know different Luffy, no devil fruit. And then he realized Luffy by beating Luffy ass up. He realized Luffy bouncing around. He has it. Then I'd like to say that he still had no wariness of anything. Okay, Smoker took him on no devil fruit on purpose to gauge his strength. I have a feeling that if it was 3 times it and where Luffy's going to become a Marine and he fights Smoker at Log 10, Smoker's going to realize it's going to be a high diff fight, no devil fruit. Smoker's going to realize it's not going to be the same way it was when it was in Log 10. Luffy would have been like, oh shoot, Luffy is different. He might force Smoker to use his devil fruit. That's what I imagine will happen. And then when he uses the devil fruit, that's when the difficulty changes from high diff to mid diff. Because before he was using the devil fruit, it was high diff. Luffy's hand to hand keeping up. The moment the devil fruit's not, and that moment the devil fruit becomes active, Luffy still has no answer for that.
Exactly. I know one thing that would be different for sure is the resources that Luffy has around him and the people that helped teach him different things. Devil fruit fighting, Luffy didn't really have that when he set out to sea. No one was teaching him. He was just kind of doing his thing. He got his training with Ace and Sabo as kids, but like when he got out to sea, and Garp.
I think he just had more training from Garp.
Exactly.
Still not as much as he would have though. I think have more training, but not as much. I think Dragon got like I was having this conversation earlier on Discord, and the guys were basically saying I was talking to Benzo. Benzo was basically saying, I think Garp would teach Luffy things like he show him conquerors. He teach him things like conquerors this, conquerors that. And I was like, I don't agree, because you could argue even in the sense of like someone like Rayleigh, he didn't show Luffy conquers coding. He never showed it to him. He didn't show Luffy future sight. He got to see Rio on accident, but he saw him have to take off the right. You know what I'm saying? He told him to bury Rio. That can actually be real. That can actually be internal structure. You get on that later on. You understand? Future sight. Really mentioned it. And rumor of it. Yeah,
so good. Dragon Power is so good. Or so on the right side. Yeah,
but then you turn around out of it. Oh shoot! How would I go and power and eat? I think Garp train less hard or so strong. The way I did, because I got probably Dragon was so good. Dragon had the Dragon Crops or so like on the right side of it.
So I think maybe Benzo might be. I think maybe. I think Garp that's because he would have had Garp. I agree with you. I think Garp I think watch this. He was upset master of that. He was more and focus on Luffy at that younger age, 8, 9, and whatever it was. So I think honestly, I think maybe Benzo might be maybe because he would have had more attention to Garp.
I agree with the intention. I just don't think he would have. I just don't know. Watch this.
Why you would do that?
Even with Garp, the Luffy being trained before, Garp was throwing Luffy in the jungles and all that shit, and he literally had Luffy there get training with Luffy. Garp was sitting there overseeing the training. He was sitting there overseeing training, and then got to the point where Garp was like, You should just really stop with the presence. I mean, guys like, this one, really hear what he's doing and shit. Even
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
that and think he would want to get that shit. You know, he has some confidence. I had no confidence in him for that decision, but you know, let him do it. Let him cook. They ain't gonna taste too good. Let him cook.
Debbie do, right?
Listen, I know you on your Gert's a loser. Gert's a loser. I already Gert's a loser train, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Nah, he right.
I'm thinking of a better word.
He writes personal now with Kobe. But all the cars he Gart was wrong for were duds, bro.
Okay, I see the context you're going.
Dud. What's it called? Well, Sabo technically dead. What's it called? You watch Ace die. It's bad for him, bro. Dragon didn't win. Dragon was leaving. Who's on this? That helped. He joined the op to help get rid of his friends. I'm just saying, they don't look good for him, bro. He raised you. Guard. Who's Dragon? Who's on? Ace, Sabo, Goofy. Those are 5 ops you raised, bro. You literally raised the top 5.
Two sons are now working with the kid that was brothers to
Not a kid.
Gone is now working with the son that left the Marines.
Yeah, your adopted grandson works for your real son. Easy, bro.
Zaza says Amnesia Boy is a dud.
Finally,
Zaza says Amnesia Boy is a dud.
he has. Well, he's 1 for 5, basically. Bro, not a good record.
Hell yeah. At this point, we don't have to count him up for his ass.
Oh god.
Extra person that he had good influence over. We don't have to say him up.
Yeah.
Zaza says Amnesia Boy is a dud.
Nah, he's
Well deserved. He want to know.
call him a dud, but at least
Him for real.
from all talking about Amnesia Boys on that. He's in photo shoot. That 12 people with the One Piece spread. He got invited to the photo shoot. Sabo's in the photo. Sabo's on that panel. So remember that. You can say what you want. Big Flame's on that. Big Flame is on that panel. So
He says what?
yes, I do nickname everybody. One Piece style like
What deserved? He want to know.
Big Flame, Big Blue. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's
Understood. My guy says, what do you think? I'm assuming that says monkey rank.
Your boy Gambino was asking questions, man.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, okay, what's Kobe rank?
Read his comments. Yes, he's a content creator. Read his comments. Content creators in here. Like, everyone else is watching. Fuck them. Read the content creators' comments. I need to see that shit. We trying to expand. You feel me? Build a line.
That's heat.
For real.
My guy says, what do you think? I'm assuming that says monkey rank.
He said Kobe. You put it in the second comment. Kobe.
Okay. What's Kobe rank? That's good.
You don't got no real ranking until you show consistency.
I can tell you, look, after seeing that, I'm on the Kobe's got the Conquerors train. I'm on the Kobe.
Yeah, I'd also love to hear that.
Well, look
Fire.
Through for months. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
Vino in the
Hell yeah. That was good.
what's the day? Bro.
Yo, you gotta hear his crazy kid theory that he put into my head, and ever since he put it into my head, like, I ain't gonna lie, the ideas just been brilliant. He was talking about it yesterday, and it's kind
I gotta hear it now.
Yeah, I'd also love to hear that.
Alright, you know what the guy on punk thing, you know, like I saw the number 7 on it. Ignore my hand, I saw the number 7 on it. Then you see all the Vegapunks that labeled 1 through 6, and everything. All the kids' moves have punk in it. Like there has to be something there. Then Kessie pointed this out too. That his punk run has looks like Vegapunk.
Yeah, Punk Rotten looks just like
Looks like Vegapunk.
Vegapunk wears an apple on his head. Punk Rotten, that piece of shit. He's a rotten apple.
Looks like Vegapunk.
Same, bro.
I wanna.
And then he went on Egghead. When he first got to Egghead, I was telling him like, yeah, fucking make a deal with Pirates and you know about it. And
I want to make.
literally
I want to make a comment.
the Punk Records when he just got there. His label is 08.
Mm.
The brain is labeled as the brain when he first gets there. It's labeled as 08.
Everything seems to everything machines.
Vegapunk is literally a Machine's kid is literally raised off. Has a double fruit just for it. Just saying. I mean, the theory holds up.
I wanna-
Then if you look at
I
his
wanna
pic
make
as a
a
kid,
comment.
he's holding a robot, bro.
First,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the chat, my
Or
guy.
what,
Glad to
the
have you
ratchet
here.
thing.
So glad you could
Might be Vegapunk.
expose your
Listen,
wisdom
if
upon us.
Frankie could be clean, son,
Second,
like I told you this the other day,
I just want to say
Frankie could be
I
clean,
brought
son,
up like
it is up for anybody.
70% of this theory to my guy Kezi
Yeah.
months ago.
It's
He
up
never
for
gave me this type of
anybody in
excitement
this
or credit
story. So
when I
kid
when
being
I when I
Vegapunk, son,
related
actually
to
makes all
the
the sense in the
stream.
world. Perfect.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I want to make a comment. Welcome to the chat. Oh my God, glad to have you here. So glad.
Thank you.
Second, I just want to say, I brought up like 70% of this theory to my guy Kezi months ago. He never gave me this type of excitement or credit.
So my word of mouth not good enough.
That's not fair. Yes, I did.
My
I did.
word
Okay, I
about
get this.
not
I
good
guess I
enough? Oh, I
was this
think what
hype
I
for
think.
it because I just realized in his video,
Okay.
I realized the detail. You didn't do anything to like. You didn't send me panels. Yeah, you don't. You gotta start the brainwashing, bro. Like, do something.
The brainwash.
Read. You got crazy. You can actually read and you can
It means
actually find something I believe in. And I
For sure.
want you to believe in it. I send you that shit. I don't play no games. I DM that. I DM you. I give you a whole paragraph why I'm
My word about
No, you did justice, but like I said, I didn't realize anything in it when you did it. You just told me, oh, the punk 07, do I think anything of it? And I was like, word, it could. I said, I did say, to be fair, I was like, it could mean something. Facts. That's it.
Look, dude is not happy, bro.
Type shit. I feel it.
Yeah, he's not. To be fair with Bolu, I said the same thing. Like, when he told me about this months ago, and I said it could mean something. He just remade a video and sent it into the chat, and I looked at it, and I'm like, wait a minute, why Punk Rock?
For sure. Hey, now I know for future circumstances, I gotta make my own content.
Apple, right?
I gotta make my own content.
Shit, like that's
The
how
edit's
it all
done
came
real
together.
quick, and then
While
I'll
I'm
send over my
legit
theories
reading,
so I can get Kelly
legit.
excited about my
Like, I'm
theories.
really like this in person. I promise you, off screen, I realized the theory. Like,
I
oh shit,
feel like I may have sent you a video that gave me the idea though.
son-in-law. Oh
I ain't
shit,
seen
that's
that.
me. I really sit here
Okay,
rolling
fair.
up like, oh
That's fair.
shit. Let me hit these guys up. That's literally me, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
What's up? Hey, now.
My bad, Reed. My bad. I mean, Coach. My bad, Coach.
I'm not
My
gonna,
bad.
I do want to see the video that you made though. Now that he's
Get
talking
that quick, and then I send over my theory so I can get Kezi excited.
Either that
Sure. Yeah.
or just send me the pin. Bro, this is something I
I feel like I may have sent you a video that gave me the idea though.
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah, I caught
seen
it.
nothing.
You sent me a video. You were on stream and I was like, it was crazy. I was agreeing with you. I just wasn't like super enthusiastic. I was like, yeah, you're right. Something could be. This could mean something. But that's all I did.
Okay, man. I do want to see the video that you made though. Now that he's talking about.
True.
I'll send it to you.
Also, what you used to like?
Mm.
Do you think like you guys have read the manga, right? Like,
Yeah. Caught up.
I think Usopp is gonna get a gun. Like,
Okay.
yeah, because think about it. Like all the like snipers, that are super strong. They have some guns with them. Usopp has like a slingshot thing going on with him.
True.
Maybe that's like is him not being brave enough yet.
Okay. I want him to slingshot because we're in Elbath now, and I want this to be in Goliath setting, and I like that setting because he's talking all this, and you got this fake guy, bro, fucking all this mess. Amazingly funny, Usopp is like, but he's a giant though. So this tells me that Usopp, this is going to be Usopp's biggest hurdle in this arc. He's going to have to eventually come to the realization that how Kobe had to come like in live action, how Kobe had to learn there's good Marines and bad Marines. Usopp's gonna have to get over the fact that some giants just don't box as well, and some giants won't. Like, despite them being giants or not, you're gonna have to climb that. So I want to see him. I want to see that get thing for him. So if he gets the sling, I don't want it to be if he gets sling, I'll be cool, but I don't want it to be good. I want him to keep the sling only for the day.
So with me,
I feel like that's
maybe not like something
I
simple,
wouldn't be opposed
something
to
like
him getting a gun.
something more powerful than a
Only
slingshot,
because
because like I don't think it packs enough
gonna
power
be
like,
against
in
Van
comparison
Alden,
to like a
who has a gun.
in comparison to like a
on that.
So
I agree on that.
I'm
It
not-
doesn't- to me,
I'm
don't
not-
pack enough power for.
I'm not opposed to
like it shouldn't.
But I will say, I feel like if he does
doing
get the
that, but to
buff
me,
of a brand
it's
new
not
gun
really
as his
doing
weapon, I feel like that
Something that's
takes
gonna have a little bit
off the table
So with me,
of him at some point ever getting a hammer
I-
at Elbath. And I really want him to get a hammer at Elbath,
I
whether it's
wouldn't
his
be
main.
opposed to him getting a gun.
It doesn't have to be his main weapon. It could be a
Only
secondary
because
thing. It could
I
be
feel like
something
the
he just
biggest
pulls out
showdown in the
sometimes.
show is gonna
But
be against
Usopp's
Van Alden.
whole character is
has a
really
gun.
big on force rider.
yes,
And
like
ever since he pulled out that hammer in
So I'm
Alabasta
not,
and had the
not,
connections with
I'm not
these
opposed.
giants,
I will say,
I would like to see him
I
receive
feel
some
like if he
type of
does
hammer.
get the buff of a brand
I
new
feel like
gun,
if he
weapon,
does get a gun,
I feel like that
that takes
takes
the hammer
off the table
especially if we're getting it from Elbath.
of him at some point a hammer from Elbath. I really want him to get a hammer at Elbath, whether it's his main.
It
It
would.
doesn't be his main
It
weapon.
would.
It could be a
And like I
secondary
said,
thing. It
this
could
could
be
just be me being
pull out
selfish
sometimes.
because
But
he's a
Usopp's
marksman. So a hammer
character
isn't like
really
like I
big
said,
on
it's not going to be his
foreshadowing.
primary
And ever
thing.
since he pulled out in
But if we're
Alabasta,
talking about like
these
OG pre-time skip,
I would like to see him receive some type of,
the hammer is a
Now,
part of his fictitious
done,
lore
that takes
about
hammer off
himself
the
becoming
especially
a
if we
strong warrior of the
get him
sea.
Elbath.
I feel like the closer we get to him reaching that goal, the
it wouldn't
closer
hammer be like a close thing
we
though.
get to
It's
every
gonna be
fictitious tale he told.
like
It
it
would,
would
He was
further
fighting
and
the
like
mole
this
man and whoever the old lady
being
at
selfish because
Alabasta.
he's a marksman.
He
So a
gets
hammer
a
isn't
hammer.
like, yes, it's not going to be his
We're gonna
primary
start seeing
thing.
Oda like right
But if we
him closer to okay, he's
talk
getting
about like
he's inching towards
OG
that goal.
free-time skill
Whether
One
he
Piece,
used it often or
hammer
not,
was
it could just be like something he pulls out
part of
trick the
his
bag like
fictitious
every
story
now and
about
again.
himself becoming a strong warrior of the sea. I feel like the closer we get to him reaching that goal, the closer we get to a fictitious tale he told. So even when he was fighting the mole man and whoever the old lady at Alabasta, he gets a hammer. We're gonna start seeing Oda like write him closer to okay, he's inching towards that goal. Whether he uses it often or not, it's like something he pulls out, it's pick a bag. Like every
I want him the hammer that he gets. I don't want it to be no Thor type shit. If it does have some type of Thor capability type of vibe, I want it to be where it's story hockey, Luffy's hockey or something like that, and then use it for his main. I personally I want it to be a hammer that makes him calm. It makes him calm because we're getting the red parallels play out. Even this arc, like, he literally says, Luffy looks at him like, "Yo, Usopp, you could have taken that thing if you would have really been." You know what I mean? He's like, "If I was calm, I could have done that." Really, yes, I tell him, "Oh, you calm down." When he finally cools down and he's calm, he takes care of shit. And he that's the same thing with Katakuri going back to the fight with Luffy. Luffy is getting him, and Katakuri's like, "All right, but you know what? I'm tired. This goes back to square one." Katakuri calms himself, and then the fight legit goes back to square one for Luffy. Just all keeping your composure. Burgess literally, I argue this is a future sight scene because it's actually the first scene in One Piece where you see the red hockey trailing from the eye, and it's when Burgess is talking to Sabo, and he's like, "Yo, we did. Oh yeah, remember there was somebody else that was talking like that. Oh yeah, that was your brother. We killed him. Remember?" And then Sabo's sitting here like, "Yo, you're talking kind of spicy." He's trying to get Sabo to lose his composure, and then Sabo literally keeps his composure. And then when he goes to stab Sabo, you see that red line hockey coming from the eyes.
Yeah.
I call that a future
Yeah.
safety because you must remain composed for your hockey to work properly, and that's literally what they showed us in that scene. We just didn't know that shit about Future Sight, so we didn't call it. That's why I was trying to say to Fujitori's point, certain feats with Tradition Hockey that we know of, we don't know that they're a thing until we get to Katakuri. You know what I'm saying? We don't know about Future Sight until we get to Katakuri. So I think there's people showing us that in the show. We just don't know that it's called this. We don't know that these are precognitions that we're seeing. It's just high. That's how we see it. Like how I said again, watch the Aura Vision stuff in Dressrosa, we see Luffy have to train with blindfold, and he really closes his eyes to grasp it when fighting Katakuri. There is a blind in Dressrosa. There's a blind man who's telling me the distance between
A18 Shapiro says Impact and Fire Dolls on a hammer with no
Literally
crazy.
about to say Fujitora has done everything
I'm
like
reading one of the comments.
just a week.
818
It's
Shapiro
crazy.
says Impact and Fire Dolls on a hammer with no crazy.
Like it's crazy when you think about it. Like he's doing everything that
I might be
they had
chopping
the whole
name
scene
up,
for
but
themselves to like a weekend, bro.
818
Yeah.
Shapiro CHA.
We are too.
Impact and Fire Dolls on a hammer with no crazy.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Comment. Yeah, I like that.
818 Pharaoh says Impact and Fire Dolls on a hammer with no crazy.
And it's bad.
Wait, who said that?
Not using the phone.
Who made that comment?
oh,
I might be chopping the name up, but 818 underscore Shapiro.
Okay, I don't know. I just want to make sure. I get random people DMing me and I tell them. So I try to make sure I get to everybody. But what's it called? I don't know him. That's a good comment. I want to see who has yet to explain to us where the dials went.
What's the hard way?
Traded up
they must
dials
have
for
learned that
pop
way.
speeds. I don't know if he kept the dials and they're going to get upgraded later on.
Even Killer.
We don't know. Shoot, I want there to be some type of tech in Elbaf that we get into. I want Kid to be in Elbaf, and
I don't.
I do. My crazy theory for Kid is I want Kid in Elbaf, but he has to learn his lesson the hard way. Because I already said this. I already talked about this.
I would have thought that was
Every person in his crew is dead. Even Killer.
that's hard.
That's the hard way.
Relax. That's hard.
No, that's the hard way. You gotta remember, Luffy. When Kuma came to Luffy thought his whole crew was dead. And then realized, oh shit, if I'm alive, they must all be alive. So Luffy thought he was Gucci, you know? It was luck. Luffy thought, hey, you know what? I'm the exception. I'm always going to get out and get good. But then it took the Ace right. That was hard, bro. He took Ace right from him.
Everyone
learned.
That moment of humbling.
Yes, he needed that moment. Same thing for Law. Law had the meanest awakening because he pretty much thought he didn't think he was gonna make it to Wano. He thought he was gonna die and mess it up for Mingo. Because he had Luffy on his side, he needed that. You get what I'm saying? That's why I give Kid more credit. Kid didn't have a Doflamingo. Kid didn't have a Luffy. He had one arm. He made it out. He went into Big Mom's territory. Made it out. You know what I'm saying? He did all this stuff and made it get away. Then his luck got cut when he got the Kaido. But for Kid, he has to learn it the hard way. Same thing for Law. Law got to learn it the hard way. That's why Law's crew got taken prisoner. Kid killed his crew because that's what Luffy had to go through. Luffy had to go losing his people. And then when it's either you kill Killer, it's either you kill the whole crew or you just kill Killer. I'm not taking nothing short of that because literally the moment we see Kid keeps talking in the flashback after the moments when he's talking to his right hand man, his partner in crime, PIC, his brother in arms. So he has to lose him. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be. Why is Kid still here? He learned nothing. So you kill his whole crew and you kill
You're gonna learn your lesson, dude.
I
You
would
gotta
let
live
you kill Killer. You took Luffy's brother. Technically, to Kid, Killer is his brother. So I love Kid to death, but he cannot come back into the story without having learning something the hard fucking way. He went through it the hard way. His right hand man literally say, "Bro, so you lost your arm. You didn't even meet Cap." And now you thinking about to just rumping that shit and be all Gucci, breezy, everything okay?
He awakened his fruit though. He awakened his fruit though.
That's not enough. You watch this, right? You awakened your fruit, but you didn't ring Big Mom yourself. You get what I'm saying? You ring Big.
That's why
you
thought Law was when he went
it
to
was a
fight
joint
Blackbeard.
effort. It was a joint effort. Law meets up with Blackbeard, Kid meets up with Shanks, done. You switch the two around, we both still done. But if they're together, there's a conversation to be had.
Is there?
Let's say Killer's crew all died. hypothetically,
let's just say
right?
Elvin drunk
At
for
that
like maybe
moment,
2 items.
okay, kids on
Man, that's never,
LBAF.
if that was to happen,
What
pulls
do
up on him.
what are we
Yeah, I
doing
think they
now?
have
Like
a
he's
way better chance.
let's say he,
Way
I don't know, he's about to train with us on LBAF. Is he
Yeah,
vigilante because you don't got a crew anymore?
The problem is with Shanks' crew is
Find
that
yourself.
Shanks ain't the only one stable to
Okay,
be like that on
but
his
I
crew.
mean, you don't got a crew
So
now. Are you still a pirate, or you just
Shanks and three good his three big dogs.
Let's
Yeah.
say Killer's crew all die, hypothetically, right? At that moment, okay, kids on LBAF, what are we doing now? Like he's let's say I don't know, he's about to train with us on LBAF. He's
I don't know if he wants to train with us, but he gotta find himself. He gotta
right?
find
But
himself.
that
Okay.
those two
But I mean,
things
you don't got
wouldn't
to
coincide with
He's still a
kids. He would
pirate.
never join
You don't
Luffy's crew to the extent Law did.
You don't need one to keep operating. You don't. You gotta remember, Bellamy said he lost his whole crew going to Sky Island. Bellamy's still in the story. Even after that, Bellamy's still in the story.
Did Law even have his crew for basically the whole new world? They weren't with him.
Law was on our crew
Right.
for basically majority of that year.
Right.
He was a straw hat.
So
Those two things wouldn't coincide with Kid. He would never join Luffy's crew to the extent.
Yeah, but Kid would be on his own though.
Maybe
That
join the
would be
yeah,
on
that's
his
my
own, though.
point.
And
It's
I
like
have
Stellar's that he might join the Vegapunks. Do you think that's a possibility?
I see you trying to drive home that theory. I like that. This is what I would say, right? I don't know if he's gonna join up with the Vegapunks, but I do have Kid. We get some type of light drawn upon Vegapunk and Kid eventually. Like these uncanny similarities, I don't think there's something's gonna be full on addressed, but we're going to get to see. Like we're gonna hear some type of backstory, you know? Maybe Kid. I don't even know if they're from the same blues. I don't know how this works. I put it like this though. They found this crazy type of metal in Dressrosa called drunken iron ore, and it's supposed to be like
I
very
like the
comparable
theory.
to
I like the
being
theory
better
of
than
the
Wapol.
killer dying.
And I think they found that metal
For
in
Kid
from Elbaf.
learn his
So I would
lesson.
love to
Because
see
the
Kid.
first
You
time
could use whatever metal you want,
we
but
get
he's
Killer
gonna make
getting,
an
I'll
arm
say,
out of that
damaged
drunken iron ore.
in
So
Wano.
he could have
He
like
eats a smile
his
fruit.
rail gun be a hell more
Then
potent.
it goes crazy a little bit. We see him tussle with Zero for a
It's made out
second.
of metal. So
So
there's certain things
for
he
him
could
to
get.
lose Kid,
Plus, I
for
think
him to
Victoria
lose
saved the
Killer
shit.
in the
Saved
next
it.
instance,
I think Victoria
like
saves
yeah,
it.
you
I
can't protect your right hand.
I like
Shit.
the theory of Killer dying.
You gotta learn
Yeah,
something
I
from that.
gotta
Whether you got the rest of the crew
Learn
with
his
you or
lesson.
not,
Because the
Killer
first
is a key component
we
to
get
your crew. Honestly, without
Killer
Killer,
getting,
you
I'll
don't
say,
have a crew.
damaged in Wano.
I don't know
He's
anybody else's name in that crew.
a small fruit, and he just damn near goes
I don't know
crazy a little
anybody
bit.
else's name in
See
that
him
crew.
So for him to lose Killer in the next instance, we like, damn, you can't protect your right hand for shit.
Exactly. Exactly. I like
Whether
that.
you got
I
the rest
think
of
Kid needs
the
to
crew or
learn a
not,
lesson.
Killer is that key component to your crew. Honestly, without Killer, you don't have a crew.
Yeah,
I
I like that.
Anybody else?
really like
I
that.
want that to be the case.
Kid would not
Kid doesn't deserve
he would
Killer
not
around
be
anymore.
with Kaido up there
He
on
made
the
too many mistakes.
roof piece if Killer was not there for him. Right? Killer did not eat that smile. Kid would not be there.
Exactly.
Real nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I like
you're right.
that.
It makes me question why Kid is like the captain of the crew because it's Killer that's actually like holding the crew
That's
together.
Good
I
question.
like that.
I don't know.
I
I mean, probably just because he's stronger than him.
Kid doesn't
Just
deserve
only. That's the only reason.
one. He's made too many mistakes. You lose.
Like even when Kid was about to get hit by Shanks, Killer stood in the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
That's true.
listen, man.
He doesn't deserve it. You gotta take more.
He's getting though. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, you expect me?
Yeah.
I would definitely love Killer Eyes, honestly, but like I do agree it might be necessary, just like the Ace.
Oh, right.
I think that's what necessary.
It's not going to make sense. Like, watch this, right? For everything that happened to Kid, especially for the Kid haters, this is the only thing where you can bring Kid back where it makes sense for his fans and for his haters. Like, everyone could agree here.
Yeah.
Killer is dope to the point where he was damn near, people were like, yo, Killer, I don't that were like, yo, Killer did more damage to Kaido on the roof than Kid. I know people say that.
He did.
Say that.
He did. He did.
Kid, I don't think think he did. But I definitely think he did some crazy shit. I don't think Killer did damage Kaido more than Kid did. I don't think so.
Because
Wait,
Killer
hold
got
on,
the skills than he did with some technique type shit.
wait,
Then
hold
Kid was Kaido's reaction to Kid hitting him was like, you need to do more.
I mean,
wait.
it was the same thing. Like it wasn't like Killer's move. He was like unconscious, and he did the same thing. He yelled for 2 seconds, and he was reacting. And then when Killer even attacked him with the same move, and Kaido went into hybrid, Kaido looked at Killer like, "Is what you doing, man? Like, where? Alright, bro." Like, he really was also like, "Yo, you shit, man. Like that move ain't gonna work no more. Try again. Like, try again." Like, I was like, "Oh shit, okay, hold on."
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's crazy. I've never heard anyone say that, but that's what
Are you talking about
me. I'm sorry,
theory?
bro.
You talking about my
No,
theory?
just no. I've never heard anyone. You said that people are saying that Killer did more damage than Kid.
Yeah, people are legit saying that.
Oh,
I know
Based off Kaido's reaction,
I know
though, Kaido
most
like
people
yelled.
say that, and I know Goldie will also say that because I've seen comments. I've been in their comments, like people who kind of like I didn't hear comments too, but their comments.
Damn, would I like that more?
She did a lot of comments, but there's
Damn, would I like that more?
but definitely I ran into people even outside of them. When I
Oh my god, that would be live.
2 years ago, people were saying that same shit. Yeah.
Damn, wouldn't that be heat though? Like, wouldn't that be
I know
fire?
people that would argue Kid dying, Killer take over. Of course,
It is. But wait, if Killer stays alive and Kid dies,
but I
that means
You know what? I like
obviously
that better
Killer's
than
getting
Kid
a
being
crazy
alive, to be
boost.
honest.
He's most likely getting some hockey.
See,
That was like such
I
a
would
like
be down
power
for
for Killer, dude. Think of the power Killer is.
weapon style. Oh, I would be down for that. That would be hard.
Damn,
like,
I might be happy to
Bro,
again.
I'm sorry, bro. Straight between them two is massive.
It is.
Now
Oh.
I don't even like
If
Kid.
Killer stays alive and Kid dies, that means obviously Killer's getting a crazy boost, and he's most likely getting psychic feats as well.
He gonna come back with crazy Rio and Cody.
Especially with his weapon style. Oh, I would be down for that. That would be hard.
yes.
It'd be a back to the Rock Pirates again.
Coke.
Because like I'm still trying to think of it. Where is Kid? Like where's Kid's power going? Like if he was the power right now,
Character.
like where would he go?
He'll
That's why I keep telling you. He has a real gun. We literally just saw Guard blast Conqueror's hockey blast. You don't think eventually he's gonna shoot more than electromagnetism out that rail gun? I'm just being real with you.
You pointed this out though. He got like that one lightning thing of like
You remember that, right?
Yes, I do, and I know too. So it's so disappointed to me. That I think of like his power though. Like where's he going to go after that?
Let me turn down this pack, right? So
Oh man.
the anime has actually shown Kid with Conquerors. The problem is it's not quote unquote official Conquerors. If you remember the fight with Katakuri and Luffy, Katakuri was sparking that black lightning the same way Luffy was. To the point where you can say, yo, maybe like me personally, this is how I get Katakuri. He was unconsciously using Conqueror's hockey in his fight with Luffy. The same happens with Kid. Kid is using it, when he uses it, it's very unconscious. And the reason why, because Kid is he's not a hockey guy. He's a devil fruit guy. Kid, anytime somebody has a mean moment with hockey, it's when they are like higher levels, like your face with all this, this crisis that you go through. You literally, anytime Luffy has had one of these moments with somebody, he's literally reflecting on the emotional state of what he's doing as far as him doing it. When he punched Kaido with the red the first time, he was thinking like, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. So Kid, anytime you see Kid's electromagnetism, it's always purple. Right or wrong.
Yeah.
Anime wise, it's purple, right? Purple type of shit. There was this one time he used it and it was red. He moved on to prison. Big Mom had just started tussling with this big metal gate that she can get it down and hit it. She tussles him with it, she eventually breaks it. Kid literally gets he's the whole stuff thing going down the killer. He's about to break down the gate. He really starts thinking about everything he went through. He thought about being betrayed by Apu. Hawkins bailing on him and taking the knee to Kaido instead of fighting him, fight with him. What they've done to kill him. He started thinking about it all. Literally the same type of moment Luffy would have. And in him doing that, when he starts powering up his devil, all the lightning on his devil form is red. He's what I call the same thing. I don't think it's the same thing. I think he conquers him. He breaks the gate. He breaks the gate down. He walks out on his right hand. That's what I'm saying. So, and then we get to that. We fast forward. We get to that. What's it called? He was also on Red Lightning in 101 top when he hit Kaido with like a grand slam technique and all that. You saw Red Lightning, but it was very vague. So I think he's using consciously. When you get to him fighting Kid,
who's the person to show him that? Who's his right?
You see the rail gun.
Who's the person that can show him that can be his right?
His electromagnetism. He's fighting Shanks. It's red energy that you see in the rail gun.
That makes sense.
One red lightning.
That makes the most sense.
Using it like unconsciously. That's why I say I think Kid is using it consciously, someone to show he needs to really do it properly. That's all.
Who's the person to show him that? Who's his right?
Say it again?
Who's the person that can show him that can be his right?
I want it to be Bullet. I know that sounds crazy, but I want it to be Bullet. If you've seen One Piece from Stampede, Bullet makes all the sense in the world. He has a dumb fruit that works just like Kids with the clank fruit. And he's literally a hard-headed like Kid, and he fights in the same style Kid does. The same, when comparing it to like Luke, like comparing someone like Luffy. So it would be crazy to see Kid learn something like that from him. You know what I'm saying? And plus, if you were to bring Bullet, I used to have this theory that Bullet was the man marked by flames. You looked at Bullet, he has this big ass on the center of his chest that comes all the way up to his neck. And Stampede was a movie where we canonically learned that in Stampede it's not called Wrath Tail, or no, it's not called Wrath Tail, it's called Laugh Tail.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that
what did you guys feel about there being dragons?
the log post that they made in the movie for Laugh Tail, I was thinking that it was real, and maybe the man marked by flames is someone that has a way to get to One Piece without the poneglyphs. It would be the log pose. And if it was Bullet, he would train Kid and give him the log pose, and he'd move Luffy on Elbaf. But that's just a head-ending theory that I made about it.
For the man by flames, what do you guys feel about them dragon?
I used to think it was Dragon. I don't think it's Dragon anymore, but I used to think it was Dragon. Immensely. I want it to be Dragon.
I feel that shit on his eyes is a scar. I mean, is a burn mark. It's a burn mark. Like, it's red. Hancock's like, what's it called? Burn on her back. It's red. Look at Jinbei's chest too. It's red. Look at the Empire stuff too. The burns is red. In the manga, to look at Dragon's ship, it's what's it called? It's pitch black. Like, if you look on like the series he was sitting on with Kuma, they were pitch black. Then you see Dragon, all those panels he's in, there's always some type of like strong weather around him. Always. And that's what the man marked by flames is.
All that shit. All that. Dragon does it right now. I'm not gonna lie to me, Dragon is so I want to see how it gets implemented if it's not Dragon. But Shiryu did say it might be a government man.
What is the difference between Kid's fruit
one of the world
and Bullet's
to
fruit?
make sure that pirates don't ever make it to the One Piece? One person has the world poneglyph. You need all four. If we keep one out of reach, they'll never make it.
And Dragon used to be in the
Marines. They used to be a Marine, so it's either it's a holy knight or it really is Dragon. That's how I'm looking at it.
But Bullet only combined metals, right?
Solid theory.
What is the difference between Kid's fruit and Bullet's fruit?
Okay.
Kid's fruit is electromagnetism. Bullet's fruit is just the clank fruit. He's a combinable human, so he can combine things to get Kid's electromagnetism magnetism, but that also combines.
No, definitely. I was just thinking about it, and I was like, damn. Like the more I think about it,
Bullet and Stampede, he had no.
the more I think about it, I feel like Bullet damn near too cool of a mentor that the kid deserves. I don't think kid deserves a
It
mentor
doesn't matter if
that
it's metal or not. He combined
crazy.
it. Kids is strictly around.
It makes sense.
And we're just fighting with Bullet, fighting and sparring with Bullet. You see how he uses his fruit implemented with hockey. You would probably learn a thing or two. That's how I look at it.
Definitely. I was just thinking about it, and I was like, damn. Like
You look like you enjoying that one.
the more I think about it, I feel like Bullet damn near too cool of a mentor that the kid deserves. I think.
Oh,
No, to me, it makes perfect
Come
sense
on now.
because to me it makes perfect sense. You want to know why? Because Bullet wouldn't train anybody, and Kid wouldn't want to be trained by anybody. Their personalities match up, so it wouldn't actually be quote unquote training. Kid would just actually have a fight, and then Bullet would realize the same way Corey realized with Kid. Realized with Luffy, because again, Luffy had a very similar fruit to Katakuri, just like Bullet and Kid. Katakuri realized mid-fight, Katakuri realized this nigga's getting better. He's like, all right,
you think Kid could impress Bullet?
Do this here. Okay, he keeping up. Do this here.
You think Kid could impress Bullet?
Katakuri was very impressed. It was only until Flambe did that bullshit, and then he stabbed him, and Katakuri was like, I thought you was like that. Like, you don't like that for real. Take one. Take this. And that's when Katakuri was getting pissed off.
Yeah, that was the thing of Pirates.
Katakuri is an impressed opposition.
Definitely.
Opposing character. He's impressed. I can see that happening with Bullet.
You think Kid could impress Bullet?
Definitely, because Kid was fighting Bullet to the point where Luffy was fighting Bullet to the point where Bullet actually fought Kid. Luffy then said, I can see why you're bounding so high. Giving him that same suggestion. At the point of the time where Kid got now in the show, he was able to combat Big Mom by himself when Big Mom was base before Law came here. They were fighting each other comfortably. It wasn't no, I need Law's help. It wasn't no, Hawk is damaging my body. He was comfortably fighting Big Mom by himself until Big Law showed up. And then all that hawking stuff made it to where Kid Law is needed in the fight. And then from there on, we're looking at it like, okay, Law had to cover because Law 50 because Law had covered. So it's like, I bet you fought with Big Mom by yourself in base. If Marco's doing that, and now you're doing that, I can definitely see you fighting someone like a Bullet. Even if you're not winning, you can hold your own to where eventually maybe Bullet is just impressed by your endurance. The point is, Bullet's gonna be like, all right, you didn't go down like I thought you would. You could pack a punch harder than I thought you would. I thought you would. So then he gives him the training. Only in that light, though.
For that type of stuff, that'd be interesting to watch or to read about.
What? Hell yeah!
Seeing him develop in that sense, like seeing someone humble him and him having to like.
The niggas I was about to say, Coach hates
I
Kid.
see Bullet talking that shit and then Kid talking. If you look at the movie stage, Kid and Luffy was talking shit with each other. Like, yo, he's like, I see, I did all by myself. I got you. He's talking shit. Who hit Bullet first? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I only asked because originally when I first heard it, I was like, oh, if anybody could teach kids some shit, it would be that nigga because they have similar abilities. And the niggas I matched up. Coach hates Kid. But then I was like,
does you can see it? You see it in Coach
good for that.
face as I talk about. It's like you're asking about this. To see how well I
mentor
thought
that
about
good.
it. Like, you really this much that you thought about it this intricately.
I don't like
you
Kid.
got too much time in
Make you
hand.
feel a little better. I don't like him either. But
Only because originally when I first heard it, I was like, oh, if anybody could teach kids some shit, it would be that nigga. Because they have similar abilities.
That's what I said. It would be that nigga.
But then I gave him a light headache. Damn, it's too good for that. I don't know if Kid deserves a mentor that good. I don't know.
All right, let me put some retrospect for you, right? People love the shit on Kid, right? Because he got that. It doesn't happen in the manga, but I can call it filler still. The scene in Wano where Kid is in the eyes when he's calling for hockey on one of the fire.
yeah,
Right?
they don't
People like to say, "Oh, Kid didn't do anything for somebody anymore." He did. If you actually watch the scene, the same way Luffy would use Conqueror's hockey on an animal.
That's what I thought.
Is what
That's
happens when
exactly
Kid does
what I thought.
Yeah, that's exactly what Kid does when does it on the man. Because when Luffy was talking on the animal, the animal gets at Luffy, gets scared or trembling, and then listens to exactly what Luffy said. That's what happened. Kid grabbed the guy by the face, did Kamisaki, the guy was scared and shit, and he started being so the whole time Kid talking trembling. Okay, I'll go to what you say. This just shows you that Kid is just not a hockey man. Because someone like Luffy, who's poet at Kamisaki, would knock out people on the entire floor. Kid was directly talking to him and did it intend for it to be for everybody. And when he did Kamisaki on that guy, he only knew it to where the guy could be startled. And that's okay, because why? Because Kid came into the new world based off his devil fruit, and that alone making strides in the world. Luffy didn't do that. Luffy took the 2-year break and got the hockey training. Otherwise, we see Luffy hockey be the same.
Like I said, I think bro brought up a great point when he said, "What if Kid dies and Killer becomes a new?" The writing spree Oda could go on with that. Oh my gosh, the tangent we could be on.
That's all I'm saying, Coach.
Hard. I don't think that
he's over there with you trying to hold it. You're doing your admiral shit right now. You're trying to hold back. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to hold back.
What do you mean as far as
you don't want to on Kid for real?
Like I said, I think bro brought up a great point.
Kid just became one. Why
what if Kid dies and Killer becomes a new? Like the writing spree Oda could go on with that. Oh my god,
does Kid know that?
That could be hard.
I don't. Because you can't have Killer do too much then. At that point, you can't have Killer go as far as Kid going. It won't work like that. Because watch this now.
What's the brother?
Killer isn't even a conqueror. Kid is.
That's what I think happened.
No, Kid been a conqueror.
We just
been
told about it.
Yeah, Kid been a conqueror.
Does Kid know that?
What Kid do with Cyber Oda?
Yeah, I would hope. So, if you use conqueror, watch this now. See, that question, you're fucking with my head. Because if you're telling me that Kid used conqueror hockey unintentionally in the banquet hall and did that, then I think Kid is lit as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, Joe's done something like that to pre-time skip. Remember, like when he was at Sabaody, yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
he did the same scene. Zoro gets the same scene as Rayleigh does. Not really, as Ben Beckman does in one of the Film Red promotional episodes. When Ben Beckman looks at
when I watched the banquet hall scene, I definitely got the impression that Kid
wasn't actually conqueror, but he just proved it.
I didn't think that it was purposeful. That's
maybe
it's
because of the same colors we did it in pre-time skip as post-time skip, though. Because post-time you give coloring to hockey, but before then we just saw it as like some invisible force.
Come on now.
When I watched
come on now.
I definitely got the impression that Kid unintentionally used hockey. I didn't think that it was purposeful. Still a feat, most definitely.
Yeah, it's still a feat. I'm not mad at people clowning for it because I was still clowning you too. Like, our protagonist is legit. He's like nobody's business, and you out here struggling. I
will always clown him for it. I'm
not mad at him.
Like, I'm not even sure if he uses armament hockey on purpose too either.
He uses armament hockey. He used it one time he uses it 2 times. I do believe when he makes that big ass bull and the bull has the black horns, I do believe that's armament hockey being put. I'll say that one. 2, he uses armament hockey to punch one of Kaido's men.
Snake guy, right?
Yeah, the snake guy.
That's the only time I saw his arm actually turn black.
His arm turns black. He's like, I'm gonna take you out and kill you. He's trying to shit on me. I'm not gonna use all this metal. He's like, all this metal, my devil power. It's Kaido's not to you. And then this kind of showed me how much Kid is devil fruit instead of the hockey.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going all this for my devil fruit. It's for Kaido. I'm not even gonna use it on y'all. And the dude was seeing it. I was like, yo, you're not gonna use it? Okay, bet. We could take you and use it. And he did that and he punched him one time in the gut with arm and hockey. He should have one shot. He would have had me like, I bet. But he didn't one shot. The dude got hit and then he was like, he was ready to fall back. He was trying to fight. would kill him. He was done. And I was like, I want more of that. Remember that one scene where the bomb, Sanji randomly sees Kid and the bomb gets thrown at Kid. Great animation, and he dodges the shit out the bomb and then it blows up. I was like, why didn't? Nah, that happens in Wano. I'm like, why didn't Oda just make that an observation? I feel it's just been dope to say he has observation. Certain things I'm looking at, like, Oda, if they're gonna do certain things to give regular because things that we don't know that we can that's in data books and shit, y'all should be doing that to see how like Marvel, he punches when he hits King gets up bleeding. It's like, yo, King is flame on and bleeding and bang up from getting up from Marco. And people will shit on Marco all day, but in Bateman's Dot Yellow it says Armament Hockey holds no secrets from Marco. You know what that tells me? The boy got Rio. So you could say whether he got internal destruction or not. It says Armament Hockey holds no secrets from Marco.
Yeah, you have to if he didn't leave.
Explain the question to be my Queen's a cyborg / I'm gonna hold some credence to Queen. He said when he got hit by Marco, Marco looks at Marco and says, are your flames shockwaves? Like he's asking that. That's how I look at Marco. Burn people, but that's shockwaves. It's not at the potency.
Speaking of flame, how would you rate Sanji's Ifrit jump? Like, because I don't know what level of hockey to put it on.
I would say Rio, Armament Hockey, not in terms of structure, all in terms of so I would John Bay when Jabba said it burning inside. So I look at it as it's already a Rio hack. So it might not be Rio itself, but it's doing something Rio can do. Like Law when he does like projection shot. That's actually he's doing something internal to Gamma Knife. He's doing something internal to Rio Knife. Those are all internal moves. So you could argue he has Rio feats through his fruit ability. That's why when we talk Law versus Zoro, I still think Zoro is not beating.
Come on, that's Zoro though. Let's respect Zoro, please.
No, I respect Zoro, but I don't think Law is beating. Zoro's not as fast as Law. One and two, Zoro to me has great AP. Can he? Is Zoro dishing out shock and puncture willies on a normal? And can he take those? Like how many of those can he take? That's another question.
I feel like Law would take less than Zoro, though.
For sure, but I don't think Law's going to get hit as much as Zoro with something like Shambles in his back pocket.
And in terms of
Zoro's not one observation on predicting where Law's going to pop up via Shambles, like how Shanks did his armor in red. I don't got Zoro doing that. So,
but Zoro has like the armament defense though, like
for sure.
Think
about this, right? Think about this. So does someone like Law. Doflamingo's using Armament Hockey to stop Law's sword. It still bleeds from it. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Like Law has these feats. You know what I'm saying? Like Law has good credible feats.
Zoro has the advanced conquerors though. That's the thing.
For sure. But Law has techniques that help Law's bypass and stuff like that. Shock Willie, puncture Willie. Like Shock Willie literally can clash with a Goro technique. Like think about that. You get what I'm saying? And even then, like amputate, all those type of techniques, like these are things that Zoro has to apply real swordsmanship to do, or Law just to do it.
I mean, I think of the fight against Kaido though. Like Zoro did more damage than Law to Kaido. Like
for sure, but Law was still very notable, and that was noted by Kaido. Kaido's literally like, yo, your devil fruit is pissing me off. Then right after that, gets hit in the throat with a projection shot.
Pissing him off versus leaving a scar on him, I think the scar
for sure. I'm not mad at that. At all. Like, that's in terms of just swordsmanship. That's where I give Zoro the respect. I'm talking Devil fruit? I'm not gonna sit here and act like the op fruit is something Zoro just handed. He's not.
That
Unfortunately,
shambles technique is definitely
that
gonna be in
shambles
trouble,
is a
bro.
big problem for
It
Zoro,
would make
especially
Mom and Kaido
yo.
trouble.
If Zoro lets him pick up a pile of rocks like how he did in the anime for Big Mom, Sunset hit like 5 rocks in the air and started shambling around. Nah, I'm yours. It's kind of different.
Remember, Big Mom is kind of slow. She's fast but slow at the same time when it comes to like defending stuff.
I'm not gonna say she's slow. You wanna know why people always say that? Remember, she boxed with Kyrie for 3 days. Marco was somebody that could keep it with Kizaru. Big Mom was able to blitz and grab him. Chain skill.
That's when she's attacking though. But like, think about it. Like when Frankie was on like the bike and rode on her head, bro.
But that's gag play. That's all done for the Straw Hat. For the Straw Hat.
Then Kid
That's gag.
like popped up in front of her and punched her right in the face too.
That's
So,
all.
so it's like she's more on the slower side when it comes to like defending. If she wants to attack you, she will catch you. She will catch you, no doubt in mind. But like when it comes to like receiving it, she has tough skin, so she's more of a sensible Kaido in that sense. That like she would dodge something that she thinks would actually hurt her, but like she's more on the slower side to me.
I ain't not wrong with that. I think all of them are comparable though. That's how I'm gonna see it. Big Mom did all that. Big Mom did all that with no amps and then fights Kid and Killer. I mean Kid and Law, and then halfway through that fight, self-amps herself, which I know she did. So how Kaido goes into his business. He's in hybrid mode. He goes into drunken Bakuro, which is a whole berserker hybrid mode. Oh shit! So that scares it from blue to purple. I'm looking at Big Mom. She's already cracked, going crazy. And then she amps herself with her own soul, or the soul that she takes. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's kind of different. But besides Big Mom, I didn't want to talk too much crazy about Big Mom. The whole conversation is Law. You know what I'm saying? And Law.
Are you doing that? I'm gonna read some comments.
It is a problem. It is a problem
for Zoro. I think it's an extreme.
Can Luffy beat Kaido?
I got Zoro. I mean, I got Law winning.
Yes.
As of right now, I got Law winning. I need more feats from Zoro.
Come on, Reed.
After this arc, I bet Zoro will be without it.
I have 2 things I have to ask you guys as well. The first one is, let me write the second. Going down real quick.
Why are you doing that?
First one is, as Luffy is now, do you think he can beat him?
No. Luffy beat Kaido?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why no? Tell me why no.
What are you doing?
Relax. Why no?
We did this a few days ago on Restream.
Yeah, nah, he's not doing it. Well, again,
wait.
Now that
you want to ask one question before you start to add to his question, but I still want re-answer. Does the new control and mastery of Gear 4 change your mind about this any bit?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Cool. That's all I'm looking at now, bro. He's in base form, throwing out Gear 4. Like, he was fighting Kaido. Gear 4 was like his strongest thing ever against Kaido before he got the Gear 5 boost. He was using Gear 4 against Kaido, and he was like, oh, I'm about to run out of time with this again.
And remember,
now he's using that without thinking at all.
And remember this, 2 points to add, right? Kaido thought he might have, there was a chance that he would lose the clash that he was going to have when he was going to clash with Gear 4 in their final clash before CP0 entered the battle and pretty much like fucked Luffy up. Kaido was convinced that clash was the final clash, for real. Then to add to that, Kizaru tells Luffy in the manga when he's in Snake Man, which is the same form he fought Kaido in. He says, "Oh, you definitely the guy who took down Kaido.
This is the power that beat Kaido."
Yeah, this is the power that beat Kaido. I've always been on the fence that Luffy can him. The only reason why I didn't argue it is because, like I said, in Wano, Luffy could go right back into Gear 5 at head and Egghead. Luffy does not do that, so it's telling me that Wano is a plot convenience thing. To where, and Luffy did it while reciting lyrics from Big Sake, which is actually very interesting, which is why I say maybe if the music is really the thing, we need to see Brook being more fucking useful. Cokes. But like I was saying, we need like Egghead, Luffy keeps having to be fed in order to go back into this Gear 5. So until I see Luffy do something more about his time slot of having Gear 5 or being in Gear 5, I can't say he beats Kaido, because that was the deciding factor for beating Kaido in Gear 5. But Kaido was questioning, like, Gear 4 might be it. He was Kaido himself convinced in that last clash. Luffy could have been.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read a couple comments before we get back to the mix. I
Because
know
as soon
my
as
guy
Luffy
wants
hit him
to
with the
let everybody
advanced
be heard.
conquerors before Gear 4, Kaido was
Mark the
like, okay, this
multiplier
guy
says
is
he
starting
wants
to push.
Yeah, he was getting
Reed
pissed off.
and Reed to speak a little bit more.
Black
So I'm gonna
Mambas, bro.
start by
Kaido was
reading his
getting
comments
pissed off.
on
He forced Kaido to
saying
use
that
like before
Reed
Gear
looks
5.
like D Rose and D Russ mixed together.
Just saying,
Pretty
you know
funny.
what I mean?
Nah,
That's valid
you
question.
go, Coach.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read a couple
He said,
comments
okay.
before we get back in the mix. I know my guy Cool wants to
Next comment
let every
was
voice be heard.
Big Mom is
Um,
very
Mark
inconsistent
the
because she's out of her
multiplier says
prime.
he wants
And then I saw a few comments
me
above that where
and
I
Reed to
think
speak a
people were
little bit
mostly
more.
leaning
So I'm
on
gonna start
Zero
his
beating Law.
comments on
Real
saying that Reed looks like D Rose and D Russ mixed together. Pretty funny.
Yo. Okay.
Word. I know what to say to that.
Next
Thanks.
comment was Big Mom is very inconsistent because she's out of her prime. And then I saw a few comments above that where I think people were mostly leaning on Zero beating Law. Real.
Of course, people are gonna say Zoro beat Law because hockey transcends all. So people are gonna lean on the hockey side more than the devil side. And Law he doesn't have hockey feats on. I mean, Zoro Law doesn't have hockey feats on Zoro's level. I think Law's observation hockey is better than Zoro's. I'll say that much.
Like, if Law had some advanced conquerors hockey, then he would in my mind he would beat Zoro. Like I wouldn't question it anymore. But like the fact that Zoro has the advanced form of conquerors hockey and Law doesn't is like
But watch this. Does advanced conquerors hockey always work on devil fruits? Awakened devil fruits? That's the thing, because exactly what you're saying, Big Mom used and Law shut that down with it.
Y'all have Law with conquerors hockey?
This is my problem. Like I said, I get it. Because we know it put it into a swordsman's hands. The hockey can be
y'all have Law having conquerors hockey?
Law actually has credible feats of using an awakened devil fruit to shut down an advanced conquerors hockey. Legit.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Legit, just saying, he actually has evidence for it.
Yeah.
Zoro has never shut down an awakened.
He's a D.
Y'all,
You know what I'm saying? Zoro hasn't done what Shanks has done, but I think he's climbing there. He's getting there quicker, sooner than later.
y'all have Law having conquerors hockey?
no, he doesn't have it. I don't think he has it.
I don't think he has it, but it wouldn't bother me yet.
Are
He
you
hasn't shown it yet.
actually ever getting it?
Yeah, that's really a good question. Yeah.
Is he ever getting it? If he did get it, it wouldn't. If he gets it, it wouldn't bother me. He's been getting feats on that line, so hey.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Like him using hockey to revert from being a woman to a man. I
feel like everybody with a D, it shouldn't be surprising if they have conquerors hockey.
But if I was to say that you're just using hockey you're just using hockey in general, then there needs to be some fourth facet or some overall general term that we need to learn about, where you could just use hockey regardless of what tier it is.
Yeah.
Like people were saying when people didn't want to give Blackbeard the conquerors hockey. Hold on.
I feel like
I don't know.
everybody with D, it should be surprising if they have conquerors hockey.
Yeah.
Okay, you see when Blackbeard was in the episode when Blackbeard was fighting Law, and he was literally holding hockey in his hand, and you saw the red lightning popping up and shit like that right before he did the Tremor Crush. People were saying that that's not conquerors hockey. That's just hockey in general. I'm on the line that's conquerors hockey, me personally. But for fuck's sake, let's just say it's hockey in general. Then Oda needs to tell us, hey, there's this other facet of hockey where you can just use hockey overall in general. Like when swordsmiths are making their swords, they imbue hockey in this.
I feel like that's what they do too. Like that's what he needs to do.
Did we ever get an
Yeah, he
explanation
needs
for how
to
the
tell us
giant
that
robot
you can use
had all the
hockey in
hockey
general
tied
in this
into
type of way. Where that was
the rope?
explained with Nen, but we don't know about that for
Wait,
hockey.
not
Nen
how he
explained
did it,
these
but
are
like
all the
what,
facets, but then we
like how
learned
you were
that
just saying,
through
like
building and making
what,
things,
like hockey in
if you put
general.
a
It was Conqueror's hockey in
do
the
so with
Grove.
an
It
intense
was
amount of emotion or whatever, it'll accidentally link men into what you're doing. We learned that in Hunter x Hunter. They haven't explained that for hockey.
Did we get an explanation for how the giant robot had all the hockey tied into the
I mean, Joy Boy said he put his strongest
Yeah.
hockey
Wait,
into the robot.
not how he did it, but like what? Like how we were just saying, like what? Like hockey in general. It was Conqueror hockey in the Grove. It was
I think it was definitely Conqueror's hockey because
Conqueror.
It had to
Luffy
be
confirmed it
Conqueror.
was Conqueror's.
It was Conqueror's. We've seen it like earlier
always
too.
Conqueror's.
Like, you know, it was weird.
Yeah, we haven't seen Conquerors being imbued before, but we've seen like the armament being imbued for like long distance things with the Luffy on when Luffy was sent to Boa Hancock's place, and
Yeah,
they were firing
arrows.
them arrows at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then also my second question for you guys: what type of hockey do you need to deflect the devil fruit?
I would say
Like
You
Conqueror.
need strong, advanced Conqueror's hockey.
Yeah.
Strong advanced Conqueror's hockey.
Yes.
Now that you say that, Sanji kicked what's it called, Kizaru's light with the power of love.
I think. See,
What's that? What's that? Yeah. What's that?
I personally think Sanji's Conqueror. It comes from this whole power of love thing, and we're gonna learn more about it. I think the power of love actually is like Garp said.
Maybe that's his hacks, bro.
Say it again.
Maybe that's just his hacks.
No, it is just his hacks. We're gonna learn that the hacks has something to do with hockey. I do think we're gonna learn that. There's a reason why we see Zombie giving off these punches that he had, like strikes, like these late. You could say it's corrosion, you know, plasma shit that I was saying earlier. You could say that. But if we had to keep it like G real quick, Nami is legit putting hands on Luffy, and it's so. And then Jinbei literally looking at her and like, yo, is that Conqueror? It's like, oh shit. And then we could call it a gag, but
Because think about it.
he said it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He said it. Jinbei's been saying
I'm not Conqueror, bro. That's my.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm
Conqueror.
with you, Reed. You know I'm with you. I think it's way more fun to run with that thought than to run away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm standing on it right now. When it happens at the end of the series, I said it first. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? She does stand up when need be.
Yep.
Because think about it. She went from Usopp save me. Then the idiot was like, oh my gosh, help me, Nami, and she saved him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she's even stepping up because Nami never really steps up in the way that the monster trio would step up. If you notice this last chapter, Nami's doing this like, let me bust some move out real quick. Like, you think it's a game, you think shit's sweet. Let me really Usopp. Natural disaster is regular, right? Like nobody can question that. Take that copy, and then she do this shit. That's kind of crazy. I never expected to see Nami. That's something I expect Zoro
Nami
to do. Like,
is about to show you some crazy stuff in this arc.
I agree.
Theory.
I agree.
The bottom
I
three.
told my boy that. I said this arc, Usopp and Nami, they move together as the trio. They always move together.
Nami, and Chopper. I know Zaza.
You think it's Chopper right now,
Those
today?
three are going to be highlighted, and I don't think they're going to be the weakest Straw Hats after this arc.
No, I think they're going to be the weakest Straw Hats. I think all the Straw Hats is going to be.
Actually, guys, right now, who's the
weakest?
weakest Straw Hat? Who's the weakest Straw Hat? Who's the weakest Straw Hat?
It's Chopper.
It's Chopper.
I mean, it's
Usopp. What do you mean?
Usopp.
Chopper?
No. It's Usopp right now. Right now, it's Usopp. I thought you meant like Endgame. I'm about to say
I
Endgame.
think
I
it's
got to be
Chopper, bro.
Chopper.
I'm sorry.
You
I mean, I
think
got
Chopper now?
It's always going to
That's
be
good,
Usopp.
Jermaine.
According to Oda, it's always going to be Usopp.
I went back, by the way, because I had to see that SPS for myself with these two eyeballs. I had to see it because I keep hearing that Oda said it. So I went back and looked at SPS.
What does Adley say?
Oda said,
Bro,
I would like for it
you gotta explain
Usopp, the weakest.
Bro, stop.
Said
You
he
have, I gotta take my hood off for this
He
one.
didn't say
You're
it
gonna have to
always
explain
be.
to me
He said,
how
I would
Chopper
like
is
for it
under
to be.
Usopp when he not only went up against
That's not. I
Queen,
don't
one arc,
it's not a
but double back,
guarantee that
and
it
also
will
went
always
up
be
against
that way.
Big
Yeah,
Mom
You
the
had to
arc
go back and
prior.
look at the SBS
So
because it was really bugging me.
that's what I'm saying. We're
Because I
not gonna do
genuinely
that. We're
don't
not
think
gonna
that
do that.
Usopp is at the bottom.
We can't.
Not
Bro,
right now.
I
I
get
think
all
it's
that.
Chopper, bro. I'm sorry. This is
Get
coming
to the
from an
side.
bro,
Usopp
stop,
hater.
stop. I gotta take my hood off for this one.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to
Take it off.
explain to me how Chopper is under Usopp when he not only went up against Queen
Yeah,
one arc, but double
yeah,
back and also went up against Big Mom the arc prior.
And
yeah,
Perospero too, he was shooting
That's
at
what
him, and he still kept
yeah,
going.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah,
we can't.
I get all that,
I get
but
all
like,
that.
no, I get everything. But check me out.
I get
No,
all that.
I'm not.
Hold
No,
on,
check me out. I get all
hold
that.
on.
But like, if we're gonna give Chopper at his best, which is Monster Point,
All right, so
brave,
if we're gonna
let's do the
add,
same thing
but you
for
said when
Usopp.
was he
Because
cowardly?
Usopp really can stand on business for real.
Oh,
When?
okay.
Brave. When?
Hypothetical world right now.
When? He was shooting shots off in Onigashima.
Okay.
He wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't doing nothing. We won't give no credit to Usopp and Onigashima.
Hold on.
Zero.
Hold on.
I do. I don't shit
Against
on
Queen or
Usopp.
Big Mom?
No credit. No credit to Usopp.
All right.
He was cowardly.
Chopper was swinging Queen around by the neck
cowardly?
like a rag doll.
No, I was saying he was cowardly,
Okay.
but like, we gotta, because we're in a hypothetical world right now.
You
Usopp's not cowardly.
Taking it out my voice.
He's sitting on
He's
business
powerful.
and using what he actually has in his bag.
Okay.
Man
Please
could
do.
really put some
Yeah.
work in. Like,
He could.
he's not.
Yeah,
He
He's not
really
as
put his
good
mind
as
to it.
some.
Yeah, you just gotta
Against
keep calm.
Queen or Big Mom?
Nah,
He
but
kinda-
what did
that wasn't
Chopper
his-
do
that wasn't
against
his final
Queen? What are you
fight.
talking about?
It did more than
He
Usopp
slammed him.
damage
He
would
slammed
have
him.
done. I guarantee that.
Yeah. Okay, but check me out. He's big. He's
You don't
powerful.
say.
He should be able to do that. But the real question
You
is,
taking it from? You taking
Yeah.
my voice? He's powerful.
got you.
He's big.
But wait, can I ask you the important question?
Please.
Here's the important question.
Please do.
What did it do to the Queen?
Maybe bleed.
And did he get up and just say, yeah, all right,
That
let's
wasn't his final fight. It did more than Usopp damage would have done. I guarantee that.
I disagree.
Usopp
With
was
this new
learning.
transformation,
Usopp
Robin
is
just
too
got.
cowardly to
No.
fight that fight.
So why would he be stronger than Chopper then?
No, it's not. Wait. Time
Me
out.
versus Coast. I like this.
Time out.
Yeah,
Because
Robin Chopper.
here we go again. Because now it brings me back to my
Robin's
other
not in
video I
the
had to
weak
respond
trio,
to.
so
Because if we're
of
just
course,
talking
she's
about
above
pure
Chopper.
strength, then Robin should be below Chopper too. Is that what we're saying?
I disagree. With this new transformation Robin just got? No.
No.
Okay. So where are we at? Are we all agreeing that Robin is at least above Chopper?
Of course.
I'm not against that. But
You're
Usopp
not
is at the
Robin
bottom.
being above it.
Usopp has to be at the bottom.
Robin
He has to be at the
is not in the weak trio. So of course, yeah, she's above Chopper.
I get it. Okay. Yes. All right. Cool. I just wanted to get that. That's a baseline thing I had to get out the way. But like, bro, all I'm saying, bro, is Chopper is just not that guy fighting wise. He's just not. Like, there's stuff in Usopp's bag that he can use against Chopper.
Okay.
Chopper has a time limit. I think Usopp would be able to avoid him for his little time limit because Usopp runs every fight. He could tactically run, hide, do everything he needs to do, everything he does in the arc.
Yeah.
Shoot him with the little grass, run away, hide. That's it. And then the time limit runs out, and boom, I'm going to go ahead and take care of you. You're going to turn into an old man, and it's wraps. I don't think that's too crazy to say.
So
That's the point, but
It's not crazy.
Chopper would chase him down with this, he can transform into something fast. But you saw how Usopp was when the cat bit him, bro. When the cat put him in its mouth, Usopp was done. If Chopper grabs him, Usopp is done.
But in all fairness, though, remember this hypothetical. Usopp is not the scared Usopp that we're getting. Because if we're putting both of them at this, let's not put Usopp at. Obviously, I'll say this. I think this is where we're getting confused. Obviously, Usopp, the coward Usopp.
Who doesn't give him credit for being smart?
Obviously.
He was the inventor of the crew
I
before
think that's
Frankie
where we're
came.
getting confused. I'm saying in the situation where we have an Usopp that's not cowardly,
Yeah, I'm with
the
Reed.
same one who stood on business and
Depends on how
fought
often
Luffy.
we see
I'm
him
with
actually
Reed.
Basically,
If
portraying his
Usopp
brain.
against any
When's the
Straw
last time
Hat,
he
the
beat
same way
Frankie?
he knew Luffy in and out,
We're
I
gonna,
got
we're
him
gonna talk
knowing
about
all
what
the
he's
ins and
showing
outs.
us.
bro, tactically, he's smarter. He's smarter than he gets credit for.
Yeah, I got him knowing
He's,
all the Straw
Who
Hat.
doesn't give him credit for being smart?
yeah,
Well, he was the inventor of the crew before
Got it.
Frankie came.
But wait, do we talk about Usopp's brains or do we talk about his cowardice when we talk about Usopp?
Depends on how often we see him actually portraying his brain. When's the last time he portrayed it?
I get it. That's my
talk
point.
about what
His
he's showing us.
cowardice. This is the thing I've always
And
said.
Coke's on
Usopp's
Coke.
cowardice.
He cooking.
Usopp's cowardice overshadows every other positive thing that comes with Usopp.
For sure.
That's the problem with Usopp. There's a lot of good, but we don't see it and we don't talk about it because he's a coward. He just runs away every time. He never shows anything. So to your point, I agree. But again, there's other features of Usopp. This is coming from a number one Usopp.
All right, I gotta speak. I gotta
But
speak on the
blaming
Chopper
him. I hate it right now. I really do. I made a point.
In his defense,
Rumble Ball.
this is like when y'all rarely.
He doesn't have anything.
This is like when you rarely
so
hear
and
me
so,
debate
etc.
for bro.
I feel like
Bro, this is hurting my soul.
Yeah, I don't like debate
Racism.
for bro.
I
So
feel
like the
like
other night I had
Chopper
to debate for bro.
at least like
But it was
4
trying
or
to.
5
But I only did it because I had
League
to.
Rumble Ball 4.
Very relative.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
So
I'm just
Now
saying,
one of those,
I
bro,
gotta,
like,
I gotta speak on the
I
Chopper
think it's
versus
called hard
Usopp.
point.
okay.
Well,
You were just-
it's either called hard point. It's something
You
with
said-
karate.
Oh, he
So
takes a rumble
He's got
ball.
a
It's
package
time
of
limit.
hands
He doesn't have
from
anything
Kung
in his
Fu
bag.
Fight.
So and so, etc.
So that's
I
something
feel
you can pull out of his bag of arsenal
I could
for
be wrong,
just so he has
but it's been a
hand-to-hand
very long
combat.
time since time skip.
Now, Usopp's
I
a sniper.
feel
So he's gonna be
like
fighting from a distance.
Chopper
That's
has
cool.
at least
You
like
say Usopp could just run
4
from
or
him the whole
5
time.
transformations.
I
He
know you're
doesn't
not
need
telling me
a
that
rumble
Usopp
ball
is
4.
faster than Chopper
Okay,
when
Yeah,
he's in
you're
his
right.
reindeer
Now
plane.
one of those,
It's only that's the point he needs
I
it for.
think it's called hard point, or it's
Yeah.
called hard point. It's something with karate. So
Mhm.
he's got a
It's Kung
package
Fu
of
point.
we
hands.
talking about the Kung Fu point. It's called Kung Fu point.
Yeah.
So that's something he can pull out of his bag of arsenal for just so he has hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Now, Usopp's a sniper, so he's gonna be fighting from a distance. That's cool. You say Usopp could just run from him the whole time. I know you're not telling me that Usopp is faster than Chopper when he's in his reindeer point.
I'm gonna say something that I know.
Usopp would just outsmart Chopper though, bro. To be generally
Look,
real with
man.
you, Usopp would just outsmart Chopper.
He
Usopp be telling lies to Chopper.
outsmart him, bro.
That's just
Chopper's a
being
doctor.
gullible.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I'm
Chopper's a
not trying to
doctor.
use that.
Chopper's a doctor, but listen, Usopp will sit there. Remember when they saw the big ass giants right before Sky appeared, the giant shadow shits? And they thought it was real, and they sailed away in the sky. Then Usopp was
Right,
like,
now we bringing gags
you know
in
what,
now.
Chopper? I got
We're
real.
bringing gags in.
I couldn't take it. Usopp, and Chopper was
All right, let me ask you this.
All
Chopper was like, that's
Being gullible.
and off that, and off seeing that,
Bro,
I can outsmart you in any department. I don't give a fuck, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm big blow for real, bro.
is literally just compliment Chopper, and he's done. That's all he has to do.
Now
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, being real.
Come on.
Usopp knows his role, bro. If Usopp fights any one of these Straw Hats, he knows how to fuck with them off rip. I don't care what y'all say. Even if it's Zoro. Is Zoro? Alright, bet. I already prepped time and oil gripped your swords. Like, I don't give a fuck. Or I did a something star and hit your swords with what you thought was gonna be a bomb, but it was oil. Now your whole sword you can't even grip it. Usopp gonna do the bullshit that you're not thinking of, bro. And he proved that with
Luffy
Luffy.
one shot at Usopp, right? He only threw one punch that landed the whole fight.
He wasn't trying to fight for real, though. That's the thing. When Luffy took him seriously, he took him one hit.
But just to his point that he didn't take him serious.
After Luffy started peeping, Luffy was like, all right, I gotta take him serious. Luffy was already too far. It was already too far gone. Every time Luffy stepped, bounced, he spikes.
He didn't need it.
He getting hit with the egg right, and he's like, what the fuck? Okay, this caught me off guard. Bet. That's what I'm saying. Zoro get caught in that same way.
Luffy
bro.
one shot at
Real talk.
Usopp, right? Like, he only threw
Huh?
one punch that landed the whole fight. Luffy one shot at him.
It was one.
Yeah, for sure. But how much damage he put on Luffy before then?
Luffy didn't
But
use
to
gear
his
2 or
point,
3
he didn't
against
take him
Usopp,
serious.
though. He didn't use gear 2 against
Luffy technically doesn't
That's
have.
what-
Luffy technically doesn't have.
Yeah, he doesn't have gear 2 yet.
It was at CP. It was at the what's it called?
Yeah, I don't.
It was
I
at.
don't think he needed.
was one
Don't
assembly.
get me
That's
wrong,
when,
just to play devil's advocate and argue for Usopp's competency. Luffy looked like he was struggling, bro. I don't care what you say. If he didn't take him off guard, if he didn't take him serious, that's his problem. You know? That's it. In a competent fight, that's your problem for
Oh, he
underestimating
didn't
your
have
foe.
yeah, he didn't have it, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so that's what I'm saying.
actually
For a, gear,
also,
for a regular gear fight for Luffy, he was pushing that. I ain't gonna hold you. Luffy was
he
getting
pushed
pushed.
him, bro.
Luffy
That's
was
what I'm
getting pushed.
saying. So, okay, let me ask
Luffy
you.
had to straighten up and end it. He couldn't play around with me. He had to end it there. To be honest with you.
Let me ask this. Was
Yeah, Luffy had to end it there, bro.
was that version of Usopp at Water 7 the weakest Straw Hat? That version of Usopp. Was he the weakest? Was he the
It
weakest?
was Chopper at that point in time.
It was
It
Chopper.
was Chopper at that point in time.
That's what
You know, making
Chopper
that
had him.
Chopper at that moment.
I think Nami might still be a big runner up for weakest Straw Hat here.
Well, I
This is
think
before
he
she's
had
blasting
Mirage.
any lightning out of a climb attack. Nami is
That's it.
big time weakest Straw Hat for me right here. Her doing Nami literally in her fight, she proved a lot to me with the Khalifa thing. Like, I watched that fight and generally enjoy it every time because I was hating Nami, kind of like how I hate Sakura, in a sense, where I thought, oh, you just a pretty girl that just be around. You like the money, you do all that, but you don't really, you navigate, which is very important. But you're never gonna really pull weight. And then Eni's lobby happened. And I was like, okay, this is nice because at Water 7, she was the one that got told the story and it was all deep with her. She cried and told Luffy what it was, and then Luffy found his streets, blasted up things, stopped him from getting wiped out by the wave.
I gotta
All
read
that
some
stuff happened.
comments.
So I was glad to see that they followed through.
After I do so,
do fodder in and still have a clean fight. I was like, all right, this is nice. This is nice. I thought Robin was eventually gonna get free and fight Khalifa. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen around that time, and that didn't happen. They gave that to Nami. I was like, word two. This is nice. I was fucking with it. So Nami proved a lot to me in that fight. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta read some
She's
comments.
weak as Straw Hat.
I gotta read some comments. After I do so, I got some words for you, man.
That's fine. I know I'm cooking the comments. I can even see him. All right.
This guy says that Usopp, his max level is still the weakest on the Straw Hats.
I know I'm cooking the comments. What I just said about
Swizzy Sway and Usopp have observation hockey.
I do believe that he couldn't play around with him.
We don't.
You not taking it seriously is causing him to keep causing damage to you. You got to end this now, or he gonna do something.
I agree with all of that.
That's how I look at that.
In certain instances, Robert Daddy.
This guy says that Usopp, his max level is still the weakest on the Straw Hats.
Chopper's strength and speed, he is too gullible to fight someone like
Swizzy
Usopp.
Sway says, and Usopp has observation hockey. I think
setups for his attacks.
We don't need that.
Chopper is barely a
forget
teenager.
Usopp can beat him in certain instances. I agree.
I agree.
I completely agree.
Robin's baby daddy.
This is what I
Nah, that's trick. That's true.
This was initially directed since Goo is co-signing, he's also going to get a fight this combo as well.
He is too gullible to fight someone like Usopp.
We are saying
and sets
on
traps
Chopper's name
and has setups for his attacks.
The way we are treating, we talking. You said we talking about.
I knew triple fuck with my take. I don't know if you heard it.
Usopp's peak
is your take, but I was agreeing with
you. Talking about him and his strongest. That's the strongest I've ever seen.
And this was initially directed for Reed, but since Goo is co-signing, he's also going to get a part of this combo as well. Because the thing we are saying on Chopper's name is diabolical. The way we are treating, we talked about they both at their prime. They both at their
what did Usopp do?
Usopp's peak is Sniper King. So we're talking about him at his strongest. That's the strongest I really ever seen Usopp.
Stop, bro.
I take Perona Usopp over. I take Thriller Bark Usopp.
Bro, we doing over Sniper King?
Thriller Bark?
That was so much luck, bro. That one was so much luck. If that wasn't luck, I don't know what it was.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was so much luck.
I want Usopp like that every time. Like how you said the
homeboy didn't believe in
the foreshadowing. That was Thriller Bark. He literally was dressed up as a giant. Like he was dressed up as Dory, ready to Like he was
All right,
not playing.
this is what I
You say
really
what
want
you
to
want. He set up. Like he said, this
I
is
don't care
what Trick was talking about.
Chopper's
It's the
in.
trickery
Let's
that's
just say it's a
involved
point where he's
with
stronger than
him.
Uso. Whatever
Bro.
transformation
Even
it
with
is,
Luffy,
stronger,
like I
taller
said,
than
1 minute you
Like,
look at Zoro, he be fighting
grabs
Zoro be thinking I'm about to deflect some
literally
regular shit.
anybody show
Zoro
me a
slice that shit. It's a
parallel
whole
to
oil
where
shit. Zoro
Usopp
can't grip
doesn't
his blades properly. Now.
get
Like,
put in
that's
the same
really,
position
it's
as when the
hypothetically
dinosaur lady is
crazy
grabbing
as
Usopp
it
and
sounds,
Nami
Canyon.
and
That's
saying, "Say
really
Luffy's
Usopp.
not going to become stronger than
All right,
the king of the
Really
pirates."
this is what
We now
this
this
is
right
what I
now.
mean to get to. I don't care which point Chopper's in. Let's just say it's a point where he's stronger than Uso. Whatever transformation that he's stronger, taller than Usopp, right? He grabs him. Literally, anybody show me a parallel to where Usopp doesn't get put in the same position as when the dinosaur lady is grabbing Usopp and Nami and saying, "Say Luffy's not going to become stronger, the king of pirates." We now
The
Luffy
problem
right
is
now.
that plot would play into
In
this
a
fight
real fight
because
though,
in
because we're
every
talking about
fight,
a real fight right
if
now,
we're taking this
like
whole
to the
this
death.
whole thing into consideration, then we have to take into consideration that fighting Luffy, fighting Usopp plays a lot on plot because that's how Usopp knows the weaknesses to Luffy. That's why I said. That's why when Reese said, "Oh, he might give a compliment to Chopper and Chopper might be done," that's a real
None of those
thing,
guys
bro,
got
because
enough
that's
on
the
that.
plot of Chopper. So whatever Chopper's weaknesses may be, Usopp will exploit them.
Yep.
You get what I'm
A
saying?
real fight,
Same
though?
thing
Because
for
we're talking about a
Robin.
real fight right now.
Yeah, like
Bro,
I'm
He
trying to
did
think.
that.
If
Wait,
Big Mom said
yes.
Chopper,
bro, he did that in Fishman Island. He was in Monster Point in Fishman Island, and he was sitting there with the star eyes when they
I
complimented
mean, he
him.
was
That was a
still
real
fighting the
fight.
opposing team. He was fighting the right team though. He was still fighting against the other side though.
But
None
you
of
This
know,
is
those
but
why,
guys
it
but
was
got
a
this
enough
is
on
why I
him.
passionate
argue.
fight.
This is why I argue context, and this is why I argue gags in One Piece all the time. Because now we're to a point where we're trying to have a conversation about two people having a straight-on fight, but we're trying to leave plot out of it when it's impossible because one of the characters who's fighting this character only has a chance because we're counting in the plot the fact that he knows his opponent. So if you take away the fact that he knows his opponent, of course I'm going to say Chopper. I say Luffy would have one-shot him, but without all that difficulty that was had in between. But all that difficulty that was had in between, it only happened because he knew the plot of the character. He knew his best friend. That's how that works. Usopp's gonna fight how he knows. Usopp's gonna the whole Sanji thing. Whatever. Usopp might pop out a dial that got Nami's voice mid-fight. Now Sanji's thrown off. What the fuck? Usopp try to do some bullshit in between that. He might do some shit like that. That's Usopp. He that nigga that's gonna do whatever it takes to survive, even if it's the most bullshit elaborate thing to do. He gonna do it. That's literally what they portray for his character. Pre-time skip.
I guess that's where I'm looking at it from different angles then, because I was looking at it more of an angle that like they don't know shit about each other and they just start fighting versus you like thinking about like, oh, okay, he already had time to think about this guy, then all right, then he's going into the fight.
I won't come at it from that angle because then yes, he would
Came at it
of
only
course.
from the angle of Luffy and Usopp, where they set a rule and they had prep time in between to go for it. And they gave them like it was a day's worth of prep time. They fought at the night, then boom, that was it. And that's what I'm going in for Usopp. That's why I'm coming off. I'm not a power step. I'm a power step. So if we don't fight like this, I'm going to take a lot for I'm going to see the
To be fair, that's how I always do. If I do it in a 1-1 for anyone in the Straw Hat crew against anyone in the crew, I'm always assuming they already know each other. To be fair, that's how I always do it. I never go based off of not knowing each other. But I understand why that's an important factor when we're considering these.
Okay.
I'm
New
only
question.
coming
Because
from
we're taking like the
we really have
strongest
time to
versions of
absorb it.
each, right?
Usopp is not scared.
And you're saying,
He's still on
and
business. And
you're
so
saying
that's the
that version
only
of
time I
Usopp
can
is,
from.
and because
I'm
I
just
agree,
saying
I think that version of
Usopp
Usopp, that's the most
against Chopper.
tactical for sure. He's using his best attributes.
I can
We haven't seen
see that.
him use
But
projectiles like that
he's
since that
using
fight.
his gags to
So
actually
if that's the strongest version of
for cause and
Usopp,
effect. He's not
wouldn't
just
technically
doing
the
shit now.
strongest
You know what
version
I'm
of
saying?
Chopper
Okay.
be Unleashed Chopper?
New
Like when
question.
he's not even in
We're
his
saying
right
we're taking
mind
like
and
the
he's just like
strongest
bombarding
versions of
everything?
each, right?
Okay,
You're
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you're saying that version of Usopp is the,
Yeah.
because I do. I
Okay.
think that version of Usopp,
Okay.
that's the most tactical for sure. He's using his attribute. We haven't seen him use his impact dials like that since that fight. So
Right.
if that's the strongest version of Usopp, wouldn't the strongest version of Chopper be Unleashed Chopper? Like when he's not even in his right mind and he's just like bombarding
Why is he
everything.
running if this is the strongest version of him? How are you taking shit
But
head
then
on?
he wouldn't be. See, you know what? I'm gonna let you have that, but I'm gonna tell you why
Okay.
that's not gonna help your argument.
Okay.
That version of Chopper wouldn't actually
Mhm.
exclusively fight Usopp.
Sure.
That version of Chopper just attacks everything that's around him because he's rampaging. So that's actually
Right.
perfect for Usopp because that gives him a chance to actually run away. He's not actually hunting down Usopp
Really?
in that
I'm
version.
sure, but
Running
how
was
does
the strongest version of him.
Usopp
I thought he was
defeat
taking
that version of
it head
Chopper
on.
either though? Like what attack
Well,
does
you
he
can run away
use?
tactically. It's not just like running away because I'm scared. Like tactically, you're not in the right mind to focus on fighting this battle because you're just attacking everything around you. So yeah, I'm just gonna
Sure.
tactically get away from you and hide from you because you're just destroying everything. You're not actively looking for me.
Right.
So yeah, I mean that if you're gonna use that version of him, that doesn't actually even help your argument.
Really. I'm trying. How does Usopp defeat that version of Chopper? So, like, what attack does
I'm
he
te-
use?
I'm telling you, just all you have to do is tactically get out of his view. The dude is not
Okay.
actually trying to fight you; he's just destroying everything in front of him. That's why he
Yeah.
continued to fight the Straw Hats after he finished off his opponent in his lobby. Like that version of Chopper is not. That's not the best version for a 1v1. He's just gonna destroy everything in front of
I
him.
see. I agree with that finishing statement. As far as everything argued into it, I feel like that's very contextual. But once again, that's what this hypothetical would call for. Though. So,
Like, giving context to, like, let's go back to Usopp for a second. Like, remember his fight with Perona and how he's supposed to be like the least, what's it called, the most scared out of all of
most
them, you know,
negative, yeah.
most negative. Why doesn't he get knocked out by Conqueror's Haki?
I think that all comes to it just traveling with your captain and growing with your captain. Because even when Shanks and the Ace Knock, Shanks gave off his Conqueror's Haki when he met with Ace and his crew, none of them dropped either. And it's because they hanging around Ace. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at shit like that. Like you're around your captain, so you should be good.
I mean, Shanks was on Whitebeard too, and a lot of
certain
Whitebeard
niggas not like that. Those a lot of them niggas.
World's greatest sniper.
The niggas that's with Whitebeard's crew, they was all good.
World's greatest sniper.
They was with him from jump. They like that. That's how I look at that. So yeah, if Luffy had new little niggas on like subordinates running around, yeah. But the Luffy's core members, I don't think none of them are just dropping from Conqueror's Haki like that.
So, what do you guys think?
Even if he's number
ceiling
2,
is
that's
supposed to
solid.
be?
World's greatest.
That's a good question.
I said even if Usopp
What'd
is
you
the
say, Coach?
second world's greatest sniper, that's a great ceiling for him.
I don't think it's gonna be up to that because he never said he wanted to surpass his pops. I don't know if he ever said that in pen. So I don't know if that's his actual ceiling. He doesn't actually have to grow stronger than his pops. He can become good though, but it would be cool to have him surpass.
Go ahead and cook. I'm listening.
What'd you say, Coach? One more time.
Even
Sorry,
if
I hear you, bro.
Usopp is the second world's greatest sniper, that's a great ceiling.
I'm gonna say because I've been thinking. I don't know that Usopp makes it out of Elbaf alive.
Hold on.
No, wait. This isn't me not liking Usopp. Just give me a second. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and cook.
I know. I don't. Just hold on.
I know they're gonna put you on for that one.
I get it. I'm just sitting there thinking, like, if he ended up, he could end up. I mean, he's in Elbaf right now. He could end up reaching his goal of being a brave warrior of the sea before he leaves this arc. Like, ideally,
I want to
he
say
should.
2 things,
He's
then
got
bro, I'm gonna let you
8,000
chime in.
men.
'Cause I know
He'd
you
be
want
under his command.
to.
Whatever. He could reach his goal to become a brave warrior of the sea.
One.
I don't know that.
All right.
I don't
So
know. I'm just thinking, like,
all right.
it would be
All right.
interesting. I
One.
don't want to.
What
I'm saying that.
can Usopp
But it
do
would be
in Elbaf
interesting if he
that would
actually
allow him to
reaches his
accomplish his goal
and
that he didn't already accomplish
is in
Elbaf?
Elbaf.
I want to say 2 things, then bro, I'm gonna let you chime in because I know you want to get in the quick.
You can cut me out. It's fine, bro.
And that would make him a brave warrior.
When?
If he just gets that feat.
All right, so all right, what can Usopp do in Elbaf that would allow him to accomplish his goal that he didn't already accomplish in Dressrosa?
That's a
That
good
would
question.
wake conquerors potentially.
And that would make him a brave warrior to see if he just gets that feat.
Nah, I would say manning up, like actually handling it and not like
I think
not
it's a
running
change
and
in
then having to
mentality.
come back, like actually just doing it full on.
Yeah, like if he fights, I don't know whatever battle giant, whatever they're setting up in Elbaf, but if he's on whoever that person is bravely, I don't know. I mean, what the criteria for being a brave warrior of the sea is so broad.
I think he would just have to. I think it's just a situation where he would just have to man it.
I
When I
think
say man it, I mean like he would just have to be the one that just like
So my
if it's a
second question
plan, he
was
got to be the one making the plan. Making
when I
people
dropped my
follow the
head
plan.
at the
If
original
it's
segment,
a
it wasn't
it's
more
like
so at
a certain move or a certain fight that only he can
well, half and half.
fight
It
it
wasn't
and embrace the
entirely
fact
at
that
what
he's
you were
doing it,
saying
where he's
about him
not running.
about
I'm like,
him
he just has to man
I guess dying.
up.
It
He has
was
to
more
man
so
whatever like he's doing. He has to
if
man
that
it.
shit
That's
happened,
all.
I would
Yes,
so this
gusto.
literally we were just
Whole
talking
lot
about
of manly
yesterday
gusto. That's
on
all
the
you
gaming
need. You
podcast.
need gusto. Stop.
I was saying
So
that
my
That's
second
for
question
me,
was
Elbaf
when I dropped
makes
my
the
head
arc
at the
for
original
Usopp's
statement he was
character.
making.
We've been
It wasn't
waiting
more so
forever to get here. We really damn near only coming here.
well, half and
I
half.
don't want to say we
It
only coming here
wasn't
because of you,
entirely
but
at
out of
what you were
everybody
saying about
before
him
this last arc,
about
out of
him.
everybody, you wanted to come here the most.
I guess
Your
dying.
so-called
It was more so
mentors,
of
'cause that's what you
if
called
that
them
shit
when we was
happened,
at
I would be
Egghead.
so
You said,
dis.
"Oh,
Literally,
Jordan,
we
why are you
were
here?
just
Those
talking
guys are my
yesterday
mentors."
on our game.
You can't make claims like
I was
that
saying
and not live
that
up to them.
to
What I said on
me,
the
Elbaf
podcast.
makes
So
Mark
if Usopp
for
dies,
Usopp's character. We've
I
been
would be
waiting
disappointed
forever to
because
get
the
here.
whole
We
point
really
of becoming
damn
a
only
brave
coming
warrior
here.
of the sea
I don't want to say we only
traveled
coming
the
here because
sea
of you.
as a brave
Everybody
warrior.
before this last arc, out of
That's what I
everybody,
would
you
like.
want to come here the
So
most.
I don't
You
want
were
you to get
so
a change in
called
mentality
mentors because that's what you called them when we was
your
at
goal
Egghead. He said, "Oh, Jordan, bro,
and
you
then
here?
not
Those guys are my
implement that
mentors."
to
You
benefit
can't make
the crew as soon
claims
as you
like
get
that
it. You
and not live up to
cannot
them.
die.
Is what I
You
said on the
cannot
other
die
day on
on
the
it.
podcast.
This is your
So
arc.
if Usopp
If you
dies,
don't, I told this
I
to
would be
Goo multiple
disappointed
times.
because the whole
If
point of
Usopp
becoming a brave
does
warrior of
not
the sea is to travel the seas
embody
as a
his
brave
arc
warrior.
himself and
That's what I would
maximize
like.
his full potential,
So I don't want you to get
I
a
feel like
new
he's
change
wasted
in
character.
mentality and actually achieve a goal and then not implement that to benefit the crew as soon as we get it. You cannot die. You cannot die on it. This is
For
your
sure.
art.
For sure.
If you don't, I've told this to Goo multiple times. If Usopp does not embody this arc himself and maximize it to his full potential, I feel like he's wasted character development.
I guess like what I was looking at it from a standpoint of like, if you're going out, and by the way, let me say this at the top. I don't want him to die
For sure.
in Elbaf,
For sure.
obviously. But I'm just saying, I'm just picturing like him fighting this battle at the end of the arc, whoever that person is, and he's going out bravely, having taken that person out, and he's like sacrificing himself for the crew. Like you're going out as a brave warrior. This is what you've always wanted. That is probably one of the most impactful ways to go out as a brave warrior. See, you've accomplished it. That would suck, but like I could see him going out in that way, sacrificing himself for the crew.
I feel like him surviving would be bigger though, because if we go back to Wano, even though he was cowardly, he says you guys should cling. Dying is like you guys should cling to life more. You should find more happiness being alive than dying. You know, so if he can do that bravely, then by all means, I have no issue with that. But I don't think he's gonna die though, because then again, he's in the core group of like straw hats. You know, you don't expect those types of people to die in the story. It was like if he wasn't a straw hat, then sure, maybe.
Listen,
But like,
I think I'm with Bolu on this. I got a whole. That's probably because I got a whole agenda. I got a theory for Usopp in the series. But I think I used to think he was gonna die as well. The reason why I want him to stay alive is so that he can have the tale to tell, and that would be a great one for him to tell. Like he's Cat Usopp over 8,000 men, blah 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 blah. I think when the story of One Piece really goes down, if Buggy's still on the seas, I got Usopp being his rival. Like for real, for real. I think Usopp. I think before top Straw Hats, like if you had a like Jinbei, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, let's say Yamato joins, they would all be in their respective places doing what they're doing. Maybe Sanji starts like a new world Baratier. Or like he finds the all blue, starts the Baratier on the all blue. I think Usopp would actually be the captain of the actual Straw Hats, or the Grand Fleet and everything. Like he would run the Grand Fleet and all that shit. And that would be him making his tail come to life for real. Like his captain Usopp, captain of 8,000 men. Is that in third? Like,
Yeah, he got to stand on business.
Makes his tail actually come to life. So that was over for Usopp. But as far as the big warrior to the sea thing, I think he has to survive, so he gets the acknowledgement of having been there, or having done that, or being that. It would be crazy to see after Usopp, we pull up the next island and it's not scary Usopp. It's Usopp.
Yeah, he got to stand on business.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. It's like that. I don't know what that looks like. I want to see what that looks like. But
I think that
Also,
honestly,
to pivot
I
a
really
little
feel
bit
it's
from
hard.
that, what do you guys think like
Honestly, if
Saturn's death
anything,
means for like
Oda
Katarina
having
Devon? Because you
Catalina
know she what's it called?
Saturn, I should have just looked at
She
that as
touched the guy
foreshadowing
and she
alone
was
of
able.
this
She
death coming.
automatically
I
took what they call
really
that
feel like
ranking in
there's
the
no way that
pacifista
there's going to
thing.
be two of
But
that
now the
exact
guy's
type
dead.
of level.
So,
So when he died, it really made
so what
perfect
do you
sense to
think
kick
that
the
means?
door
Do you
open
think
for
it still carries
Catalina
the
to
same
do
weight,
that
or it's not the same thing
transformation
anymore?
whenever she
Or
deems
I think
necessary.
that
Now
I
it
really
makes
feel
way more sense of
honestly, if
the opening
anything,
for her to
Oda and
become
Catalina
assassin.
touch Saturn, I should have just looked at that as foreshadowing alone of his death coming. Because I really felt like there's no way that there's going to be two of that exact type of
yeah.
fruits. So when he died, it really made perfect sense and kicked the door open for Catalina to do that transformation whenever she deems necessary. Now it makes way more sense of the opening for her to become Saturn in a sense with that transformation.
Yeah, I think she'll still have access to the pieces.
I don't think so.
That would make sense to me. Now, will it actually? I don't know. Honestly, but just off the top of my head, thinking about it, because I've never actually thought about it, I think she'll still have access to the
Does the
past
world
pieces.
know each
I'm gonna assume
individual Gorosei member
they
though?
work that way.
Does the world know
I
like
don't
who
know
each
yet if the
individual
world
Gorosei member
government's
is?
going to make
I didn't
it
think
a
so far.
known thing that Saturn is dead and Garland has taken his place. That
I don't
might be something for the Celestial Dragons, but it might not be for like the top brass of Celestial Dragons. Like the Holy Knights might find that out.
Yeah.
The Gorosei, of course, they already know, but I don't think.
Does the world know each individual Gorosei
gonna,
member though? Does the world know like who each individual Gorosei member is? I didn't think so far.
There is knowledge of them being out. Like the Navy had said, okay, there was like they seen a great picture, a picture of Saturn. Like he's supposed to be some like world renowned motherfucker. So they had a picture of him, like he was like a world renowned elder type, you know. So I would say it's not public in base knowledge. Like it's knowledge that certain people know, and then like certain people what would they know to do with knowledge like that, you know? So not the common person knows of it, so if they don't know of it, then Katarina
I agree with
should
that.
go anywhere and have the influence that would have on the said government there, because not
So what
every government would know, but most government, every government would know about the world power.
Do you mean like the father?
The five elders being a world power. So they would know about that. But the common folk, like the citizens, they don't know about it. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you guys think of this too? Like everyone on the ship that saw Saturn die have to go.
what are they going to tell Sakazuki? Yo, so
Nah, that's a handful of like families that can't just go.
Do you mean like fodder?
Just like evaporated.
The only people that saw Saturn die was Ice House.
Well, I don't think they would like necessarily like what caused it. So I don't know that Emu would feel the need to take them out.
Yeah, that's part of my thing that I was saying. What are they going to tell Sakazuki? Yo, so hey, Red Dog chilling. So he was just chilling, receiving orders, and he just like evaporated. Like I don't know. Like what are they gonna say to him? Oh, they got a bag of skeletons, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, if the conversation between Fujitora and Sakazuki made Sakazuki go to the elders and be like, yo, what y'all doing? How y'all end up pirates? We're having this influence. And they didn't want to answer them. They were like, yo, watch yourself, right? You a Marine.
Nigga.
Yeah, you a Marine master. Like, stay with the hell. Keep the cap on.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah. But it's not going to be that type of conversation now because now I didn't have to tell my brother I'm sorry. I don't wild out on him and he didn't cry. I hear him crying, grabbing tissue on the other side of the phone, talking to his best friend, all that. So now I'm looking at it like, damn. And then I got a handful of my vice admirals telling me we failed, and they know I don't like when we fail. Those niggas fulfilling, but they like, yo, the nigga that was, somebody died. Like, hey, he's not here with us no more. What do I now? He has to go to he literally has to, like, he was chilling and he said Saturn just like
I think it's individual, probably like based off his personality or certain attributes or something like that. I am curious to see it. I do want to read this comment really quick though.
That's what's running through my head too. Then you think,
bro says I think Catalina's gonna get caught up. Saturn died. I don't know.
You think
I feel like Saturn dying is Catalina's downfall. Catalina is not going to go around being Saturn.
I think it's individual.
So I don't think
like
that, well, me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but I don't think Catalina using Saturn
I do want to read this comment really quick though. Bro says
like stealth wise or like trying to uncover ninja information or like
it's gonna get caught up.
She used like his ability, his power, like all I don't war shit. So I don't think she cares about being like uncovered or anything. I don't even think that she has like his
around being Saturn.
Like features. I think she just has his
me
power.
personally, I can't
like,
speak for
whatever devil fruit that is, I feel like she's gonna implement that herself. It'll probably still be her face,
anything
like her body or whatever. But I think that strength is now transferred over
like stealth wise, or like trying to uncover ninja information. Like I think she using like his ability, his power, like all attack war shit. So I don't think she cares about being like uncovered or anything. I don't even think that she has like his like features. I think she just has his like power, like whatever devil fruit that is. I feel like she's
so. What do you think
that herself?
Is passed on?
It'll probably still be a face. Like
what can Catalina do?
Whatever. But I think that strength is not transferred over to her. As for Sakazuki, go ahead.
Well, I was say I don't think sad stuff is a devil fruit or a strength. Like I think that's given directly from Emu. I don't think any of that will be passed on because that's an Emu given trait. Except that's the part he makes with Emu.
So what do you
feel like that? It's like
passed on. What can Catalina do?
I feel like what's it called? The devil fruit thing with the elders is such a touchy thing because they never touched water.
Right.
They never touched water. Everything they did, they were around the water, but they were never like in the water to show that like, yo, this is a devil fruit. This is not a devil fruit. They were just they were around. They were
context, Luffy don't really give a damn about water.
It's like it's like an unanswered question.
Like against,
so is it for Emu or is it like
armor? He was around hella water.
Yeah, but they were acting like they weren't scared to fall in the water. They were instantly falling in. Like they were acting pretty rich around that water. So I mean,
I don't think gave a damn
Oh, I
about
was talking about against Don
Yeah, I mean,
Frito. Don Frito.
that could
Contact
be. Hey,
Luffy don't really give
take
a
it
damn
as you
about
want.
water.
Yeah.
We see him fight around water all the
Yeah,
time.
Luffy
Like
was fighting in
Oh,
the
okay.
dude on the
Okay.
golden
Okay.
armor,
Okay.
he was around hella water.
It was
Okay.
different. It was different though. So to be fair with you, it looked like Luffy was
Okay.
turning the water
So, yeah,
into
Ree,
rubber
what do you
on
think
this page.
Catalina has now? What
Whenever he
was
was in
transferred
Gear
over
5,
to
it
her?
looked like he had the ships bouncing off the water. So
Like just his
that I
appearance?
thought was interesting. Like his ability to now affect
That's
water
lame.
itself.
I was talking about
I
against
like
Don
that.
Frito. Don Frito.
Don
Oh
Creed.
no, I was talking about when he was fighting against the war, saying that
Oh, okay.
like Austin
Okay.
Stewart was around the water and the body was piecing him up.
Cracking.
Yeah.
I think it's just
So, yeah, Ree,
Really?
what do you think Catalina has? What was transferred over to her?
maybe transforming into Saturn. But
What
just
did
his
she gain
appearance,
from that?
just as it has to be just as baseline. Because it gets it's very dicey once it gets to like devil fruit stuff. Like it turns to like the body type shit devil
Oh,
fruit.
because not
She can
everybody
use
will know
anything
that
that she
he's
touches.
dead.
Right. Now, I think it's just his
Okay.
appearance. I don't think there's anything else. Like
Yeah, I agree.
again, I don't
agree
think.
with him. I agree with him. I think it's just the base. Like,
What did she
That's
gain
it.
from
Lucy
that?
now.
I agree that
What
it is. Like, I know y'all underestimating it, but I think she could go somewhere and use his appearance to her advantage.
Oh, because not
She could.
everybody would know that he's
Okay,
dead.
so
Not everybody would know that he's dead. So certain places, that's what I said. If it doesn't become public knowledge that they don't just
that's
leave
what
all this stuff on Luffy,
break
make
this
it
down to
public
me.
knowledge that because they just paint the picture of Luffy be really bad and say, hey, Luffy got rid of Vegapunk, and
Because the
he's
difference
the
between her
Warriors.
ability and
They
number
can
two's
make it bad
ability
on
is she can copy your
but they
appearance and your devil fruit, right?
don't do that, and the world elders kept a secret. Then teach guys field day.
Okay,
Wow.
That would be the deadliest devil fruit
Really?
too if she could copy the powers because she could touch Blackbeard and
that's
what's
fine.
that?
Break
No,
it down.
she would still be able to. She would
Yeah,
use
he's
power,
Magellan.
not to the potency level of Blackbeard.
Because the
That's
difference
all that.
between her
And
ability and number two
Yeah,
ability is
yeah.
she can
And
copy your
Impel Down,
appearance
he
and
pretended
your
to be
devil.
Magellan as well.
No, she can
no,
copy like what's
they
it
never
called? She can
showed.
copy like a whole body thing. Number two is like Mr. Two is like just the face.
No,
Really?
and he copy. He can copy your whole.
No,
he copy your body too. Remember,
Yeah, he
remember,
was Magellan.
he showed the crew Nami's naked body, had them bleeding from the nose. Don't
Yeah,
forget that.
yeah. And Impel
Yeah.
Down, he pretended to be
Oh,
Magellan as
word.
well.
Yeah, 3 times he was showing the whole bit. He could transform the whole joint. You know what I'm saying? The problem is that we don't get to see. We haven't gotten an expose of Catalina Divine's devil fruit. We just saw the one instance of her looking like Absalom. That's it. And then we saw Shiryu using Absalom's ability, so we didn't get to see that from her. You get me? So they never actually showed us what she can do. We're guessing. The fandom, definitely for sure. We're guessing. We're jumping to conclusions right off the fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're saying, hey.
So, Kenzie, you think she has Saturn's powers now, or no?
That I pull out, my parachute is going to be her being able to take people's powers as well. If she can't, I die on that cliff while jumping off that cliff.
Wow. Actually, I changed my answer. She might be able to copy the powers then, because if number two is if number two can change the whole appearance, then that's meant to be a boost. It's a mythical zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think exactly.
So,
Have someone.
Can you think she has Saturn's powers now, or no?
I agree with what Bolu still said in her only having her only having base the fluid of the power was it's not like the I do not think they're devil fruit. If they were devil fruit, Oda would have said that off, introduced it. He didn't. He just said Bokotu, the whatever the names of them was, whatever. He just presented them with the names. I think they were.
To answer your question, Cokes, and you asked what would it be a benefit for her to just have the appearance. I firmly believe that Blackbeard is going to Malijua soon. Especially, correct me if I'm wrong, is Lafitte not currently right outside of Malijua? Is that not where
he's
right now?
in line.
and do something.
So I think they're trying to go to Marie's Law, and I think the plan with Saturn is to help them infiltrate Marie's Law if they haven't already told everyone up there, like, hey, we off Saturn. So I think that's a part of the plan. They might use that plus the clear fruit and Lafitte to be able to get up into Marie's Law and do something. I don't know what.
Yeah,
I firmly believe he's going up there.
I got a bro, guy. His name is Bro. He's usually in the Discord. He's from the UK. Called in the fan theory himself on the One Piece podcast, One Piece Talk podcast, that One Piece Talk podcast. His theory is that
Marie's Law, that's where the Celestials live, right?
To do a large scale scale war, basically.
No, I could get behind that. They gonna use his fruit for something.
He's thinking Black store his fleet and
I can get on board with that.
And then
to respond to what you said earlier though, about Sakazuki asking questions about
that's where the Celestials live, right?
What Shanks' dad's name? Okay. No, I can get behind that. They gonna use his fruit for something. Right. We think so far. Look at that carbon copy face.
I could get on board with that.
The demeanor that man.
To respond to what you said earlier though about Sakazuki asking questions,
I feel like
about Saturn. What's Shanks' dad's name?
But it's levels to this. You might be Fleet Admiral.
Garlic.
As far as
it's not.
That's the conversation I want to see.
Right.
Is Gorosei member in the Fleet Admiral?
Nigga has a carbon copy face. The demeanor that man carries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not, nigga. If I tell you to do something, you're gonna do it. Just shut up.
I feel like
for sure, but Sakazuki's that type of man as well.
It is, but it's levels to this. You might be Fleet Admiral.
Being on levels.
It's not.
To me, it's the same role. To me, it's
I'm not saying that.
To be honest with you, it's the same role. The reason why, no, those levels. That's just ranking.
I'm not, nigga. If I say do something, you do it and shut up.
I'm talking, but that's Sakazuki as well. And if you don't do it, he's willing to kill you for it, right? You stand what he depicted, which was depicted in the ring for it. If it goes, people really think he's sweet like that. Oda said he gonna always hate that.
I feel it. I just look at that as a chain of command. I wouldn't say he got bitched. I feel you.
That's not what's gonna happen. He's real, bro. That's not handling a character with care. Having him bitched out by men that he don't even like himself.
What he got bitched out by?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Of course, the first time when he, like you said, the first time they told him, he came to talk to him. He told him, yeah, that was an issue. That was big enough for it. Wasn't big enough for Sakazuki to be like, that was like, all right.
I just look at that. I wouldn't say he got bitched. I feel you.
Vegapunk died. A Gorosei member died. My brother is on the phone crying. Never heard that before. Literally open up. Dialogue showing the fandom. They have a heart. I'm sorry, bro. What? Yeah, he has to do something. Remember, Neo. People keep laughing at me with this theory, but the Neo Marine agenda with Phil Z, he had his Zed. His justice was absolute justice. Sakazuki's justice is also absolute justice. The Marines are currently moving in a direction where they have to separate themselves from the world government. World government wants to flood and drown motherfuckers. The Marines want to prioritize and save people. Sakazuki's going to have to do something sooner or later. It can't just only sword out here. There needs to be another Marine agenda set. It don't got any Neo Marines, but the Marines need to get off this agenda that's on right now. And that's a fact. So whether it's going to be Suki that wises up and says, let's do something, or he gets kicked out the picture in Fujitora, becomes Fleet Admiral. He takes the mantle. Even in the series, I got Fujitora taking Fleet Admiral regardless. But it has to happen, bro. If it doesn't happen, what's going to be the point?
Do you think Sakazuki and Kuzan were friends?
Yeah, they definitely were friends. That's why Sakazuki didn't kill him. Sakazuki, it was said at the end of their battle, Sakazuki couldn't bring himself to kill a brother in arms. They were
So
definitely friends.
do you think there's something still going on between them that we just don't know?
No, I don't think so. I think
Mm,
Kuzan locked in on his own. Me personally, but some people think different. But I think Kuzan locked in on his own, for real, for real.
I had to think about that. I don't know. I firmly believe that Kuzan is a part of Sword.
Right.
But I don't know. That's interesting. Sakazuki and Kuzan. I would like to say no, because because Kuzan was sitting in that bar depressed when he met Blackbeard after that fight at Punk Hazard. So, I mean, I don't understand why he would have fake depression unless he was just trying to make it seem like he was upset to Blackbeard. But like, I don't know. It seemed like he was really hurt in that bar drinking.
I didn't take that hurt from like loss of friendship. I took that hurt as loss of damn near everything, like lifelong work for it. Like, I truly believe Kuzan wanted to be Fleet Admiral. I personally believe he felt like if Inu was the Fleet Admiral, then things were going in a negative direction under his command.
And he want no parts of it. Yeah.
Exactly. So I felt like his depression more so stemmed from that and like the direction the Navy was about to go, opposed to, I just lost a really cool, close companion. Like, I think that they could have been cordial, but I don't think they were just like super close friends. I think Akainu and the Light Admiral, they're friends.
I think Sakazuki was cool with Kuzan at one point, where they were like cool. It was probably some friendly stuff going on, but then after Ohara, and he saw him, Kuzan saw what Sakazuki did after Ohara, he knew what type of man he was, and he was, from that point on, he knew their type of, like, that's why Kizaru has uncertain justice, but it's not because he's necessarily uncertain, which he is, but it's not necessarily because of that. It's because he chooses to watch the justice of Sakazuki and Kuzan from a third point of view perspective, to see whose justice is more suitable type of justice to go forward. And he hasn't made a decision on who justice is. And like, is it lazy justice or is it absolute justice? Like, he's the one that's in the middle, uncertain, you know.
In my opinion, Kizaru's sense of justice is more like he knows he doesn't necessarily agree with what he's doing, but he's doing it because he's supposed to be on the right side.
No, I agree. No, I agree with that. I wasn't saying nothing. I'm not saying that without that being a possibility. I'm saying just if you look into his statements, if you further read on, because it says all that as well. It further reads on, it's saying he watches the other two admirals from a sense of, I'm watching to see who's the more right admiral, in a sense. Like, he's watching kind of like a guardian, where he protects the justice from a certain point of view, because he doesn't know which one is the more right justice, which one is the more flawed justice, neither, which is weird. But that's a statement for him.
Interesting.
Kuzan used to have burning justice before Ohara, which I thought was very, very interesting. But then they switched
burning justice,
and then it became lazy justice after Ohara, which is pretty much you see with the Robin stuff. That's justice, but it's lazy because you didn't just lock her up when you was supposed to. You let her escape. You know what I'm saying? You're being lazy towards it. You handled your business, but you letting people escape. People saying right now, like, the whole thing with Garp, like, people were power scaling, like, oh, Garp gotta be a little stronger now because Kuzan said he intended on killing him. I was like, yeah, but he intended on killing Saul too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some point we gotta just start calling a spade a spade. Like the move is literally called Ice Time Capsule. Like, you know what a time capsule is? You ain't killing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're just storing something. Like, that's literally what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could say he did it on purpose or he didn't. Point is, he ain't killing nothing. I don't think he intended on killing Garp. We literally see him worried about Garp while they're fighting. He didn't intend on killing him. That's why he blamed when Teach gave him the credit for it. He rebutted and said, "Oh, it was a group effort." Pin it all like he's like, it's not all me. It's a group effort. Which he was right. It was because before Shiryu stabbed him, he wasn't really doing shit to Garp.
Speaking of Garp, we all just seen he was alive, chained up in the cell. At any point, do you guys think that Garp will die in the show? Because I do.
Yes, he will die.
Could die.
There's no way he makes it to the end of the series alive.
If he does make it to the end of the series, he got to take Punk's position.
Yeah. No, I think the death will be. I think that death will be the spark for Luffy and Kobe. I think that's that last necessary push for both of them.
Do you think it's going to be on like a public execution style shit? How?
Maybe like on some Ace type shit because it's Blackbeard, but do I really see the guy dying though? He doesn't strike me as someone that's going to die.
See, the interesting thing about Garp, he's a big plot device because he could either die or be alive and it work out. Because whether he's alive and has to be a rescue mission, he could literally bring together Luffy, Dragon, and Kobe. That's three different factions. If he's alive and if it's a rescue mission. Now, if he died and it's a get back mission, okay, we want revenge. If Oda wants to go there, it could literally still be the same thing. It could be Luffy, Kobe, Dragon. So either way it goes, this is a big plot device that I see working out like how it was with Ace and he brought certain people together. I think Garp's going to be used for that. But I don't know if it's going to actually happen like that. Because it could literally just be a sword thing. It don't got to be a Dragon and a Luffy thing. Or it could literally just be a surprise ref thing. Like where it's like, I still do talk to I really do talk to my dad still. Like, you never know.
That'd be cool.
So, yeah, it would be. It would be.
That would be cool.
How strong is Dragon supposed to be as well? Like that one runs through my head as well. How strong is Dragon supposed to be?
Yep.
Able to one shot. He should be able to one shot Greenville.
Oh, for sure.
That's actually what I want to see. That's actually what I want to see on the introduction.
One thoughts on Admiral. That's crazy.
We see what Garp could do. We know what Luffy can do. You gotta show us something.
I think
crazy.
Yonko level.
He's what level? I hear you, bro.
I think he's Yonko level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
World's most wanted man, gotta be.
Every other person that has a moniker like that, every other person that has a moniker like that in the show lives up to their title. So I have no reason to believe that he would be any different.
Yeah.
Especially coming from the lineage of the Monkey family. Come on, man. It just lines up too perfectly. Man is gonna be top one, not 2 or 3. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. I like it.
I said that from the jump.
I like it.
That's why I fuck with Reed. We on that same agenda.
I like it.
I said.
People could talk all they want about Dragon.
I like one even better.
People could talk all Dragon. Dragon gonna be him, bro. What it is.
Dragon's gonna. He has to be him, bro.
Listen,
I think Luffy will end up at number 2, but Dragon's number 1.
Sandman AP on Twitter who be tweeting all the One Piece gems and stuff. He said that something about some whatever virologist crap that be studying all the weather and all like the natural phenomenons. He said the wind is what makes us feel the most helpless. I was like, okay, crazy that you point that out. Just talking about the wind, relating it to Dragon. All right, cool.
So do y'all have Dragon over Shanks right now?
Yes. Actually. Yeah, why not?
All right, cool.
He not missing an arm. Why would I not have him? But
No,
Do you have Mihawk or Shanks?
I do.
hmm?
I do.
not over
But I
Shanks.
Yeah, I got
feel like Oda
Yes.
doesn't want me to be right.
I
I
got
feel like even if I
Shanks.
am right, Oda's gonna change it last minute, so I'm not right.
I think Mihawk is stronger than Shanks. I mean, it's in the writing for me.
I
Like,
think
world's strongest swordsman, Shanks. They talk about Shanks' sword skills in the manga. Like, Shanks is renowned for his swords. Then Mihawk is the world's greatest swordsman. I mean,
It comes down to the part that people don't like to talk about, which is the actual sacrifice Shanks made for Luffy. Whitebeard even tells him, "I hope you don't regret that." Like, you know, like this is someone that it's a fellow Yonko telling you this. You get what I'm saying? Like, you used to fight with Mihawk, world's strongest swordsman. Now he don't want to fight you anymore because you lost the arm, your dominant arm. So
Yep.
it's like you could say you my right hand man, you my left hand man, and you could be ambidextrous as fuck, but you still have a dominant arm. Shout out to Zoro.
That
So, you know, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I just really thought, you know, and I'm like when it comes down to stuff like that, you gotta really think. Like, he made a sacrifice. What's the point of it being a sacrifice if he ain't lose nothing?
What's the point of
Mihawk called him a
what's the
So
point of
hazard.
I'm just saying,
sacrifice? It's not
with
necessary.
his arm, his ceiling was, as Buggy said, you could be king. Then he sacrifices his arm, and then starts putting pieces in play for Luffy. So I'm just saying, what's the point of a sacrifice if nothing is actually lost?
What's the point of a sacrifice if the sacrifice isn't necessary to begin with?
His is,
well,
because he
it was
realizes,
necessary.
and yeah, I'm about to say it's Gear 5 at stake here. Like, that's literally what it is. You got to put the fruit in hands of someone that's really going to awaken it. You've put your influence on this child, because I believe they're looking for Ace, but you put your influence on this child, and now he's accidentally ate your fruit, and now you're like, I bet when this act, you know the lore about devil fruits. No accidents don't happen on these seeds. Simple. Accidents don't happen. So once he happened, he realized I gotta move with the tides. That's really how you gotta move with it. That's what he did.
Is it not just plot armor that allowed him to make that sacrifice instead of just using his Kaki to scare the beast away, like he literally did 10 minutes after, not even 10 seconds after the beast ate his arm?
Yeah, for sure.
No, because Luffy needed to see that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Luffy needed
Yeah,
to see that.
it is for plot. It is for plot, but problem is Luffy needed to see someone who's gonna put that forward for him.
Why?
To me, at the same time, too, if we go back to like the Red movie, he was getting damaged by punches from regular people. So him losing an arm to a Sea King doesn't seem like the worst in the world to me, because he still won it. Like, he still beat the Sea King at the end. He got it to go away, but his arms, he's squishy.
Wait,
Yeah.
why does Luffy need to see him lose his arm opposed to him just defeating the Sea King?
Because he got to know somebody willing to go there for him.
And wasn't it? I'm trying to remember.
Came back
No. Look, literally, I love how the live action. I love how the live action, because they even, like, Sanji literally looks at him and says, "Yo, you never had somebody sacrifice a limb for you?" And Luffy's like, "Yeah, yo, I actually know what that's like." That actually hit me. Like, okay, that needed to be said, because you can believe in all, like, it's like a superhero. You need a superhero. For someone like Luffy, you need someone that you could say, yo, this person saved me. It's cool that he's a pirate and he influenced you all these times, blah, 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 blah. But I'm pretty sure if Luffy felt that way and then he was saved by Garp in some weird sense, Luffy would feel more entitled to being a Marine. But he never had Garp. All his ways of being saved is when he's going home on Ben Beckman's back, because bandits just kidnapped me, and now he's a pirate saving him. Same thing with Sanji. What's it called? Not Sanji. Same thing with Shanks. You get what I'm saying? Shanks is saving him. He's not getting saved by a Marine. Garp's not sitting down at campfires telling him about these great tales of him. You know what I'm saying? And if he is, he's probably telling him tales about Roger. He's feeding into the Roger shit. Like, bro, maybe you should stop telling him Roger stories, you know?
Yeah.
So it was one of those type of vibes to me where you gotta see it happen. If I ain't seeing it happen, I don't believe in it like that.
So
That was the same
You're
thing with
a
Sanji.
great fighter.
Sanji didn't.
You're a great fighter, but you ain't never beat nobody ass for me. So
Sanji didn't get it until he saw what Zeph did for him.
yeah, he needed to see it. Like,
Then
oh
it
shit,
clicked, and it's like, oh no,
your leg
you really, yeah,
for me. Damn, bro.
yeah.
so how much different does Luffy look at Shanks if he just pulls up, beats the bad pirates, and saves Luffy from dying, like as originally planned?
I don't
Because
think
you know the
that.
Sea King was there. The Sea King later. He pulled up planning to just whoop the weak pirate, then save Luffy, then go back home. Luffy.
It was
I don't
cool.
think he.
Oh, go ahead.
I
Ray.
don't. I just don't think he holds on to the resolve the same
Even
way.
while still getting the
Agreed.
hat. Okay.
No,
Yeah, because you
it's not
wouldn't
the
have
hat
got
thing
you wouldn't
anymore.
have got the hat in that moment.
He
Because
wouldn't.
remember, even no, you gotta remember because you gotta. This is why I love the always feed into the gags or real in One Piece because it's the comedy aspect, the comedy relief. Up to Luffy when he was faced to the bandit, Shanks was still making jokes with Luffy. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying to you?
Mhm.
There's still comedic relief. I thought Luffy, I thought your punches were like pistols. Like he literally right there with the bandit right now. Bandits and all that got guns out and you cracking jokes. It's still a game for Shanks. It's still comedic relief. That moment with the Sea King, no comedic relief. That was all serious. Yo, it's just an arm. He's saying, look. He's saying something so light and casual, but look how deep it is. Look how deep it is. Yo, it's just an arm. It's cool. It's just an arm. You get what I'm saying? I thought your punches were like pistols. It's just an arm. Same context, same jokiness too. Problem is one comes with someone losing an arm and is literally like a sacrifice, and the other one was like, yo, you're caught up because you talking all that shit. So there's a level of moments into it. You gotta kind of see somebody make that sacrifice for you.
It is a different level, and I'll read this guy's comment after I say this because I think it's a more in depth sense of gratitude for sure. But when we think about the beginning of the story, Luffy is already so deeply enthralled into Shanks as a person, let alone the pot. Like he's already trying to be little bro. He's already trying to join the crew with him and go with. He's already idolizing Shanks before he loses the arm. So it's like I don't see the path Luffy takes being too much different if Shanks continues to have his arm. The comment in the bottom said two things. He said, I think Luffy might have not stayed to train on island to the age he said he did. Oh, so he wouldn't have stayed until he was 17 before he left. Said the arm added weight to the world, specifically it being his hero.
It was his humbling moment. That was his first humbling moment as a kid to realize this stuff is actually serious.
Okay.
These are like different moments that Luffy has to go through, and every time after a humbling moment, he starts to lock in because it's like, okay, nah, like this is for real.
All right, so
because
different.
Because he had no. That's why I was trying to talk about the moment before. That's why I was trying to say about the moment before. It was a lot of comedic relief still.
Yeah.
Luffy was actually not scared until he got thrown into the water. Luffy's not in fear. The whole time he's like talking shit to the bandit. He think he good.
Mm-hmm.
Until his ass fall into that water. He's like, yo, I can't swim. I can actually die now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So does anybody see the path Luffy chooses being any different?
Yeah. I
don't think he locks in for real.
Yeah, he doesn't lock in for real. I agree.
Okay.
Because you need to watch this, right? The moment with Shanks giving him the hat and Luffy making that big announcement to, I'm going to be a better crew, you and all that, blah, 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 blah. That only comes after the moment where Luffy feels like,
right,
I gotta, like, okay, like, he says it and fully means it. Like, even after seeing the sacrifice made and seeing your crew handle things. And you're literally one-armed. Like, I've hurt your whole pirate career. You're about to head out back on those seas to prove that you're thorough. Like, I'm gonna be better than you.
All right.
Yep.
I feel that.
And he didn't say it fully knowing he was. He said it like that's how I feel right now. And son put the hat on the head. You know, he started crying right after that. He needed to lock in, man.
That's fair.
Facts.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at all. You guys got any other comments or requests? Anything on your mind? Before we get up on that down.
We've been on here for a minute. Just peep that.
Yeah. But I've been loving the convo though. That's why I ain't even been complaining because it's been some good talk.
Yeah, that's good content, bro.
Hell yeah.
Got your boy Gambino on, man. You're like a celeb, bro. I'll be seeing your videos everywhere, man.
I never knew that, bro. I just be making shit randomly, bro. Literally, I just get up and I think of that shit. I just post it.
That's cool.
Dope. Gotta have it often. Love the energy you give.
Yeah, gotta do this again.
For sure.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure, bro.
We be streaming on IG, Twitch, and YouTube every Wednesday for just like general anime topics, and every Sunday for strictly One Piece. What other shows you fuck with?
What do I watch? Black Clover. I finished Naruto 2. What else have I watched? I probably watch what you watched if I have to put it there.
Fan of Bleach? Fan of Bleach?
Yes.
Hey. You gotta,
yes.
My God.
Watch Kaiju number 8 and Solo Leveling. That's what you need to be on.
I watched that too.
Good.
Yeah.
I
read the manga for Kaiju 8 though. I just watched the anime. So
the manga's flame, but you can wait for the anime. I ain't gonna hold you. I couldn't wait. I was like, nah, I gotta go read it. But now that I read it, I'm like, I could have waited. I'm not mad I read it though, but I could have waited. Solo Leveling, I'm trying not to pick that up, but that got me like, yeah.
Somebody in the comments said we should run up a Spartan Zero tournament on Twitch.
Y'all don't want it. I'm just gonna let you know that right now.
That's Cope's line right there. He could definitely get that popping.
Yeah, y'all don't want it, bro.
Hey, you know this. I only played the game once. At my friends.
Good.
But it could be recent spots. I feel like it's the best Dragon Ball Z came out. Like, I'm just keeping it.
No, it's up there, bro. It's up there.
I just off of the movement alone, it's like, damn, we really. And the map is massive. Like the fighting, you can go everywhere. You can fight everywhere. Like the map is huge. You get a dumb infinite amount of combos. Hey, give me a couple of weeks, Reed. Me and you talking spicy right now. Wait till I get some training under my belt.
I'm just letting you know you don't want it. Y'all Gambino and Nika, y'all heard me warn this man live on the stream. I told him he don't want it. He said he needs a couple weeks. I think he needs a couple months at least. But hey, man, look, you do whatever you gotta do. I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. I'm always ready.
Y'all boys play Fort too? No.
I played Apex, but at some point, I think it was my TV. It was like the guys there were moving faster than my camera, bro, and they were just fucking me up. I was getting so upset. Like, I had to put that down. I had to put that game to the side. So I'm like, no, I don't play again for now. But I play FIFA and what else do I play? I'm playing the Wukong game too. That game is heat.
I've heard good things about that game.
That game is heat. Like, I have to stop myself from playing it because you it's hard to not stop once you start playing that game. But I'm really looking into that Dragon Ball game as well. But I've been hesitant to get it because I keep seeing the same story over and over again because I used to buy a lot of Dragon Ball games. Mm-hmm. So it's like I don't want to buy the same story on a different setting again. But I hear like the story has like what ifs now, and are they good?
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
They're pretty good, bro. It's pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cop that, and I am gonna cop the new Call of Duty 6 that comes out in like 2 weeks because I played the beta like a month ago or so. That shit
Black Ops?
Fun. Yes. Yeah, Black Ops 6. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's the best Black Ops they did in a couple years, like the Omni movement, I think it's called. Yeah, that shit is fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all like saw any gameplay for the beta. It reminded me of like I ain't even gonna say. I don't wanna jinx it, but I had dumb fun. I'll say that for sure. That was like a top 3 Call of Duty gameplay I had, and that was the beta alone. So yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
dude in
bro.
the bottom said best Black Ops since Black Ops 3.
Yeah,
He said it not.
for sure. For sure. Black Ops 2 is better, yeah, for sure.
I can't.
That's my opinion.
I ain't mad at it, but no, definitely love having y'all on. Like I said, we on there every Wednesday, every Sunday. I feel like you pop on Twitch on Mondays, right?
Yeah, Monday I'm on
Yes,
Twitch.
sir. I'm probably gonna tune in for myself. See y'all
Yeah.
the gems and knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
appreciate y'all viewers for checking us out while we politic this anime knowledge. It was a One Piece holiday because we did get a new chapter. I don't think we're on break next week, right?
Hiatus, anime hiatus till April, man. Look, One Piece people.
I'm not mad at that because I read the manga, but damn.
Listen, all One Piece fans that's watching anime, lock in. They about to remake some old stuff, of course. I know we don't want to see that, but we gonna watch it. But we come back in April. They said they doing new animation for already new anime on top of already new animation. So just know we shitting on favorite anime again. We get Fire Force and One Piece in the same month on return. So
okay, Fire Force in April. Okay, good. Okay.
I think what they're trying to do though is like I think they're gonna like increase the pace of like the anime in comparison to like the manga, because even though the Garp and Kobe thing was cool, it felt like they were just standing on like a few frames. It was like just waiting to see Kobe do that honesty impact thing when it could have gone by like a lot quicker, in my opinion. But maybe that's just me.
Enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. They made Garp look better than All Might. That was crazy. That's all I've been wanting. They Garp look crazy in that episode. I ain't gonna hold you. Sun dropped a new named attack that looked like a nuke, which was like a smaller version of Galaxy Impact. Sun landed. It was like, like he was about to blitz somebody on the football field and just was gone, looking like Kong Man going straight up. Like something was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That scene had me.
That was peak, bro.
Sun said, so yo.
Right.
My
I saw they was going on hiatus, and like bro just said, since I'm a manga reader, I kind of just like blinked and then I just went to the next thing. It didn't really just phase me like that because I get to eat every week. But the anime it has been super heat. As of late,
like Sabo got hit when Emu hit him. Like, that's how I got hit. It was blood all that. I got hit, bro.
Yeah, man. Because I want to see this Luffy in the Saturn and Kizaru fight. That's really what I want to see.
True.
Speaking of like,
that's gonna
we're
look
supposed
crazy
to end.
now. That's gonna look
like this is supposed to, but it made me think of like the Sabo thing again. Like, I think he blew away all the the elders when he did that fire move, but he survived it.
He technically killed them because he said, I was planning on killing you all with that attack. The problem was they're not normal people, so they didn't die. They're the Gorse. So yeah, that's the issue with that. He thought they were normal people.
Bro.
Yeah,
Sabo's
he thought they were normal people.
Sabo's crazy for
that. He been told Fujitora, he said, I dominate. That ain't nothing new. So I've been told you he's like that. He'll offer old man if he needed to.
Blame Emperor.
Sabo's fucking crazy, bro.
He is. He saw that look in his eye when he was crushing Vice Admiral Bastille's skull. If Fuji drop that meteor, Sun's whole soul will be cracked, bro. Scrambled egg. 10
bro.
I'm not playing with these niggas, bro.
That's
crazy,
characters.
That's my favorite character. So, I do all this arguing for Fuji. Fuji's on my top 5 list. He's not even, top 1 is Sabo. We gonna do it. You gonna go?
Like when he held Bird versus head, bro, that shit was so funny. Like when he palmed his head like this.
So when I seen Gart take Kuz on like this, I said, "Oh, so this is where Dragon get it from, and this is where the Dragons are teaching it to Sabo." I'm like, "Ah, this story. I ain't bet. I see." So niggas just be grabbing niggas' faces and shit. That's how it's supposed to be.
And like Burgess was still talking to him through. It was so embarrassing. It was
Burgess's face is different now, bro. Son.
Yeah.
When Ichigo grabbed Aizen, said, "No, we're gonna fight over here now." Just mushed his ass.
You do that to me.
For real. But oh yeah, we're gonna have to have you on next time. I'd love to get your perspective on that Fuji tour debate we was having earlier. Because like
I'm gonna tell you already. Listen, I debate with him all the time. He with me. He on my agenda. I just let you know. Supreme grade. He might be a conqueror. Like
advanced.
See, look, here it is. I tell you, he on my side of things, bro.
Because with the Supreme grades, bro, everyone should have